come near me, I'll beat the out of you as big as you want.
I'm on call with Dad. So how about you shut
Go
up?
ahead. Good. You put your hands on
Get
me.
out of my room.
Mom's definitely gonna see it. She
Okay.
So there he is, the average Kino Casino viewer in all of his glory at his battle station in the unfinished, trash-filled fucking basement, bro. This is the guy fucking A-logging you on Twitter, jokers. Welcome to the Kino Casino, August 10th, 2026. It's happening. The Quartering is in utter collapse. The Jerpire is crumbling down. We're at the point in the UFC fight where the opposing fighter can't take it no more. He's reacting to every blow. He's shirking away from the pain. He's quitting on the f***ing stool. Let's go!
Let's go! Woo! What a weekend.
He's breaking down, folks, beyond even what you guys know publicly. I know for a fact this man's will to fight, this man's spirit is crushed. I smell the blood in the water. I can sense the finish is here. Jeremy Dale Hambley, you have sown the wind, and you're now reaping the whirlwind, Jer. And you're going to suffer, Jer. Oh, you're going to suffer in pain, Jer. We're taking you. These are them deep waters, Jer. These are them deep waters, boy. And you don't want it enough. You don't want it enough. Every weekend, it's the same.
Weekend.
How was your weekend, Chad? Because for me and Jer, every weekend is the same now, isn't it, Jer? Every weekend, you're crying your eyes out on Twitter.com. You should have kept the account deleted, Jer, but you couldn't help yourself. It's Miller time. All the time, all weekend long. You know, he went out to that state fair in his wheelchair, rolling down fast food alley, food trucks to the left, liquor stands to the right. And you know he couldn't stand before the temptation of the fast food and the liquor. You know he was eating them cream puffs. He was eating them deep fried cheese curds. Hallelujah. He was slamming them beers, that vodka. He broke his keto diet and he fired up X.com and he was seething. He was malding that he had been exposed, that his scams that were done in the darkness, stealing your user data, stealing fraudulent commissions from your Amazon purchases, scamming his own trusted affiliates, his disciples who were there from him at the foundations of coffee brand coffee. Hallelujah. They went out and preached the good word, the good news that coffee brand coffee was here. Yeah, they were the affiliates preaching the Jerspel. And he snaked them for 30 pieces of silver like a fucking Judas. He wouldn't pay them what they were owed. But now he'll pay every last red fucking cent with interest. Ooh, the chickens are coming home to roost, Mr. Hambley.
He's jared us. It's jared us, not Judas.
He got on there and said, every weekend is the same now. Jer crashes out on Twitter. I come in. I go, Mr. Hambley, it's time to quit drinking. It's time to repent. It's time to come to the Lord. It's time to stop popping pills. It's time to go to rehab. It's time to quit scamming. It's time to quit lying. It's time to really come to Christ and atone. And you will atone, Mr. Hamblin. You will atone. And he cries. He cries into his Miller beer. And then he deletes all his fucking tweets until the next weekend. And we do it again. And Jared gets on the Twitter machine and he gets drunk and he cries. And then I tell him he's being He deletes all the tweets. Don Flurgandy tells him he deletes the tweets. Luther Morgan tells him he deletes the tweets. His ex-coffee affiliates tell him he's a and he better pay what he owes. And he deletes the tweets. And he goes crying. He's at the casino. And he's losing his money in more ways than one. He's at a literal casino. He's at the Kino Casino. He's losing it all. And it's such a glorious thing to see. Yes! The prophesied time of Jamageddon is soon at hand, Mr. Hambley. Oh, the felt's being called up yonder, Mr. Hambley. Oh, you love to see it. It just keeps happening. I can't even keep track of it all. I have like 80 fucking tweets to present. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I thought he deleted them, though.
Listen, the panopticon, it sees all, Jer. As you said today, you're under the ever-watchful eye. Every move you take, every shot you make, I'll be watching you. We're all watching you. It's not just me watching you anymore. It's not just Return of the Mac and Cheese, blessed be his name, who's watching you no more. Luther's watching you. Don's watching you. The Kino Orange Grove's watching you. Hotep's watching you. All the Twitter haylogs are watching you. Kiwi Farms is watching you. There's a whole cottage industry. You can strike us down. Once again, Mr. Hambley, you can strike Alyssa Clips down. You can try and strike Mr. Hoffman down, Gabe Hoffman, the Jewish hedge fund manager. But it won't matter. It won't matter. It won't matter, Mr. Hambley. It won't matter how many channels that you report and how many you strike, how many lawsuits you file. The Feltoning's coming for you, Mr. Hambley. The deep waters are here, and your fat ass can't fucking swim. You're gonna drown, boy. You're gonna drown, boy. I'm breaking you, boy. I'm breaking you. You on them pills. You on them drink. You think you're exercising. You ain't fucking exercising shit, but your anus squeezing turds into your pants, boy. It's over. There ain't no keto. There ain't no diet can save you now. It's time to confess. It's time to confess, sinner. It's time to repent. Hallelujah. It's a righteous day, Andy. It's a righteous day. We're breaking them down. We're breaking the conditioning. Let's go! Let's get some subs to start off the week. It's motherfucking Monday. Keep the pressure on. He's crumbling. Never remove the boot from his fucking neck. Let's go! Let's go! He doesn't understand. This isn't day by day. This ain't blowing over by May 4th, September 4th, October 4th, November 4th, December 4th, January 6th. No! This is forever.
January 6th.
This after I die.
9/11.
I might die, but the felting and the A-logging will live. It'll live, Mr. Hambley. It doesn't just live or die with me. We've started the fire. The fire rises, and it will never be quenched, and the worm will never die.
Let's go! Woo! Guys, Jer was on one today.
Oh, I have seen the mountaintop.
Amazing job, bro. Amazing.
I might not get there with you. Oh, I might die on the air of a heart attack tonight. I may not get there with you, but I've seen the mountaintop. The Lord has let me see the promised land of Jer's bankruptcy. And I'm telling you, those of you who hear my voice today, you will be there to live in the glory days when Jer's broke as a joke, when he's divorced, when he's in the gutter crying and sobbing like a bitch. You'll live to see it. Please, God, let me live to see it too. It's such a glorious thing to witness and behold. Oh, 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 revenge. Revenge is the dish best served orange. We know what the oranges are for. It's for the most immaculate revenge that God could have ever conceived. Yeah. Hallelujah. It's juicy. It's bountiful. We have manna from heaven, Kino and nectar from heaven today. Thank God. Thank God Jeremy Hambley is breaking. Yes. We got Real Hostage Wives of Renton says, currently getting tattooed, keep preaching on the decline of Jer.
Yes.
It's coming. It's coming with or without us. At this point, it's unstoppable. There's a massive shit avalanche that's coming for Jer. That even if I told everybody today, please stop felting Jer.
Why would
Thankfully, none of you would listen to me.
Why would we?
Obviously, he's lost his mind. And those of you out there would finish the fight against Jer and his evil empire of scams, you know. Fuck Jer. He's a piece of shit. He wants mercy. He wants people to feel bad for him. Nobody's giving you any fucking mercy. We ain't got no candy for you. No candy.
Ash, I lost. I got all.
Where's Mikey's fucking channel?
No, 15 years of videos, stand up, movies, this and that, deleted because of Jer. Jer, I will never stop. Fuck you. Get our channels back. And I may take a week off of you. Maybe. I'll take a week off.
Oh, I'll tell you. I had some divine inspiration come to me this weekend, you know, as Jer was suffering as he does weekend after weekend. It was supposed to be, if you remember, his nice, relaxing weekend with his wife.
Yeah.
Didn't end up that way. Didn't end up that way, did it, Jer? But I put pen to paper and I started to make it happen. And
guys,
it's completed. It's completed the first draft of the Quartering movie. It's ready. We're beginning production.
We're going to warn everyone right now. We are buying everything and we got really way better.
It's all right. Anyway, it's all right.
But September, we're going to take some time off to film it. We got to tell them that, right? We are filming.
It's all right.
No, we have to. October, Halloween, folks. Get ready.
We'll see.
Let's go.
Anyway, we got Frank for 2 subs. Big Nuts for 10 subs as well. Kino Jam says the DK segment was if you could replace Ralph or DSP with DK,
Ralph
I'd be
is
happy.
Replaced.
And I bet everyone would be too.
Ralph is replaced for
the
DK.
900th time. Ralph has been replaced. And I will return, bish. I hope so, Ralph. I hope so.
Please. Yeah, right.
Figure it out,
done,
buddy.
Bro. He's fucking done. What are you talking about?
Ralph. Can you? She's fucking Ralph. Like getting dropped for Donkey Kong Country.
Well,
you know,
his arc is
tough.
boring. It's boring. No one's entertained.
He's got to figure it out.
Yeah, please, Ralph. Do something.
The goat's gonna come back, buddy. Don't worry. He's gonna have a resurgence.
Yeah.
The Ralph a resurgence is nigh, buddy. Phil's been having a tough go as of late.
You think?
He was caught with his hand in the coochie jar, Andy. He was caught in the DMs of Grace Thorpe. Well, you know how like the cookie jar, but if it was a vagina.
He's trying to slam and cheat on his wife.
He was trying to cheat on the soulmate Catherine with Grace Thorpe. Wow. He thought she would call him daddy, just like he tried to get with Becky Boop. Yeah, he sure knows how to fucking. Apparently, in Phil's mind, the only women that he can get with are women that he's seen on LolCow Live, which I understand, like his logic there, I guess, but it's demented, you know, Phil. Like I don't know what to say, but he was trying to do a crossover with Grace Thorpe. Grace Thorpe exposed him for all and sundry to see that DSP was writing hundreds of love letters to her or whatever the fuck, something like this.
Allegedly.
Long conversations back and forth trying to iron out the details of a potential crossover. But then today, Phil, after having been caught, spiraled for like a half hour straight about it. He denied any wrongdoing, you know, as usual. He did nothing wrong. He did everything correct.
You know she has the DMs.
Well, she's saying, to be fair, she's saying that nothing unprofessional happened.
Yeah, okay, but then why
is
he flipping the script now?
Yeah, why is that, Phil? Why is that, Phil?
Like, why are you defensive?
Phil's like crashing out at Kick Chat as usual. calling all of them monkeys. Oh, the EDP doc.
Oh my God.
This was the craziest fucking the amount of production value that was poured into this.
More than Netflix.
Does this file deserve this? You know what I mean? Like, does this fat, dying of kidney failure, violent, psychotic fucking file really deserve to have this much effort and production value? Listen, this shit's Kino, bro.
It's
like the shots, the musical choices. Like I said, it's probably the funniest documentary I've ever seen.
Same.
I laughed more times out loud, like just straight up, just belly laughed at this than I have at anything in a long time. You know? But they're handing out felts left, right, and center, trying to felt Alex Rosen,
everyone gets
Jadeon, fucking what's his name? The Jadeon sidekick, fucking
Skeeter. No, Skeeter's the main guy. Skeeter's the main guy.
Skeeter got felted fucking big time. Chris Chan comes in for a cameo. Boogie's got a fucking cameo. Some of this shit, I just don't know how they got
the
EDP to do. I guess EDP has decided that since he's dying of kidney failure, even though he thinks that like God has blessed him and that it's God's grace that got him through this, which is like,
Did you see it? Did you see the Boogie?
I love how he's like talking about how God blessed him, and then the next line is he has kidney failure. But I'm guessing it's because he's decided he's going to die, and he's already been caught and outed as a pedophile. He just decided to double down on all of it for attention in his last day. Oh, this motherfucker like quadrupled down.
Like, no,
the shit that he said.
Non-stop down. This is like crazy. But by the way, very funny for Boogie's cameo. It said cancer survivor.
Oh, you spoiled it. It's so funny.
No, in chat they're saying it. In chat they're saying it.
It's so fucking funny.
No, every line, the jacking off scene, I'm like, what is happening?
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Well, he's like talking about, you know, he's not gay. And then he reveals that he is gay. He does probably the gayest act I've ever fucking heard of in my fucking life. It sounds like most of you guys have already seen this, or a lot of you in chat have already seen this. But if you didn't see it in the last day, we're going to do a watch through. We're going to have some fun with it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We've got struggling again. Welcome back. You didn't learn your fucking lesson. So we have a man who decided to go live for an hour and complain about how at 45 years old, he can't set his bedtime properly. It's like, motherfucker, you got work. Like, wake the fuck up. It's gonna be like excuse that you had too many coffees or like too many energy drinks and you couldn't go to bed so you could fucking do a live stream. And he's sitting here like, well, I can't just roll out of bed like I used to in the good old days, and I just recorded gameplay voiceovers. It's like, what you do now is even lazier than that. At least back then, you were pulling up news articles and reading them. Now, he just sits there and hits a fucking soundboard in silence and just like answers text-to-speech fucking super chats. It's like, buddy, are you telling me you actually can't figure this fucking shit out? It's like, Phil's got a schedule. Now, Phil's schedule is autistic as fuck and like wastes like 40% of every stream going over the schedule. But you're telling me that at 45 years old, you're more non-functional than DSP and you want us to feel bad for you? Like apparently his family staged an intervention for him. Like Lauren, his ex-wife / God only knows, on again, off again, situationship baby mama, sat him down and said, you're ruining your life. This is all going to fall apart. And so then he goes on live stream to talk about it for an hour. Why? Yes! Why would you do that? Like what are you thinking, man? Then it's like the next day, it's like a documentary comes out against him. He's like melting down about it. It's like refusing to react to it. But then like he just keeps bringing it up constantly, like over and over and over again. It's like, it's enough for you to just say one time, like you don't care or you're not going to react to it. But he basically lets it take over the entire stream and crashing out and feeding the trolls, take over his entire stream. And it's like, why are you doing? It's like, you just never fucking learn. And he admits that. Like, he's like, I never learn. I always do the same shit. It's like, then you wonder why people call you a fucking lolcow, man. Because at 45 years old, you're still living with your parents and you can't figure out your fucking bedtime, man. And then that's somehow our problem that you have to discuss for us in a therapy session for 2 hours. Holy fuck, Dickers. Figure it out.
I can't
We got
wait
Angry
for that
Joe
one. Angry
segment
Joe!
tonight, guys. Angry Joe is boring. His streams are fucking brutal, man. Like, this might be the last one because
how short is this one?
it's like 2 minutes, guys. I did 3.5 hours of Angry Joe.
Why?
To sift out 2 minutes.
That's insane.
I'm just
bro.
sitting there, just like, I'm gonna get this fucker. He's gonna do something wrong. All right, let's get through some of these WOOAH buddies.
Sorry, what is that?
So here we have the continuing adventures of Janjeet Singh.
Oh.
Now, for those of you who don't know Janjeet Singh is a Canadian blue-collar construction worker who, unfortunately, the Indians have took his job. So he's like broke and he has to take public transport every day. So this has caused Janjeet Singh to snap. And he's dedicated his life to learning all of the languages of India. And he's put a turban on his head. And he goes around like trolling Indians wherever he goes. Or like being Indian. I don't even know.
We think he may be saying something?
You know, he's just lost his mind. So here he is having to make his daily run to the bus stop because his work truck was taken by Indians or something. I don't fucking know. Let's have a look.
Why, hey, Guru.
So everyone just turns their head. Because you don't know, you'll see his reveal here. He's just this big fat white guy with the fucking turban on his head.
And a beard.
Just speaking in fucking Punjabi.
Why, hey, Guru.
Why, hey, Guru?
Guruji ka khalsa.
Okay, is it
Okay.
Any Punjab people in chat?
Is this an actual language or is he just speaking gibberish? I still don't know.
We haven't figured it out.
The way that he starts communicating with these Indian people, like, it seems like they comprehend what he's saying. So you'll see now he just enters like an endless line of Indian people waiting at the bus stop, which I think is what caused him to become like this.
It's a bus stop line? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Okay, come.
He's speaking tech support. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Yeah, we need the bum tickler Janjeet Singh crossover app.
Imagine. Oh my god.
We gotta meet up with this guy. This guy's a fucking hero,
Is
buddy.
he in
Look
Ontario?
at these fucking Indians. They're like, what the fuck?
Punjab #1. Amritsar
Punjab #1.
The white guy.
Punjab #1. Well, he's got his hard hat on this time. Maybe he's got his
over the
turban underneath the
Over
hard
the
hat.
turban,
Yeah, over
yeah.
the turban.
Sedu Musiala. Sedu Musiala. Sedu Musiala.
See, he's saying the same phrase over and over again, which indicates to me that it is like a real phrase. Because it's not being altered. You know what I mean? It's like, what's happening here?
Musiala. Rest in peace, Sedu Musiala.
The
I
name.
play Punjabi in the lobby. I play Punjabi.
So that's how things are going in Canada these days. Okay, we're having a look here at resident schizophrenic, Sandra Bullock victim.
Oh.
She has a message for the community.
Okay.
Me, Stacey Kennison. I just want everybody to know I'm not going to be going with African American people, people with black skin.
Okay,
Wow.
next up we have the average Kino Casino viewer. Yes, you. This is the
That's
average viewer at home. Let's take a look.
I'm taking
I'm
it.
breaking your phone.
I dare you come near me, I'll beat the fuck out of you as big as you want.
I'm on call with Dad. So how about you shut
Go
up?
ahead. Good. You put your hands on me.
out of my room.
Mom's definitely gonna see it. She don't.
Okay.
So there he is, the average Kino Casino viewer in all of his glory at his battle station in the unfinished, trash-filled fucking basement, bro. This is the guy fucking A-logging you on Twitter, jokers. Suffer, bitch. Suffer, Jer.
Yeah, so Dr. said, stop filming my house.
They're all being doxxed,
delete
buddy.
this dox immediately.
CVP in high school, no doubt, no doubt.
See it. She don't know. She don't know how bad this
Get out of
is.
my room.
Oh my god,
Crazy.
bro! The filth of it all. You know this shit, so you can't fake this shit.
No, this is real.
This is the real filth. This is the real depravity, bro. You fucking Kino Casino A-log, you log into chat with your chicken tendies and your Mountain Dew. This is what surrounds you at the battle station, you know? For a long night of A-logging old Hambly.
This is a
Get
25-year-old
out
man.
of my room.
Look at
If
this.
you post it on Facebook,
25.
your phone's broken.
No, it ain't.
Imagine
Don't
she
touch it.
posts this on Facebook. It's like, bitch, this is still your filthy ass fucking house. How'd you let it get to this point, Ma? Can you imagine your mom posting this on Facebook? You're 25 years old. She fucking posts it on Facebook. Oh my God.
You're not posted on
I am.
Facebook.
I am.
You have me in that video.
Yes. This is a 25-year-old
Get
man.
out of my room.
25.
Man. Buddy, I love his fucking his fucking camo chair. Do you see this camo gamer chair? He's got fucking flying. Holy shit.
This guy, he's built like a brick shit
Look at the
house,
food.
bro.
Look at the bottles.
Jericho,
20,
stop.
25. And he can't even pick up
bottles.
a trash bag.
Jericho.
Look at the food. That's
Oh my
It's erotic.
God.
There's like a fucking box
Chud
of
Bros.
Cheez-Its over in
Chud
the
Bros,
garbage
it's
ocean.
over.
Oh
I don't have
no.
racks. I'm giving it to the landlord.
I think somebody actually said that's not camo, it's just dirt. I think he was right. I thought it was camo, but it's not. It's actually just encrusted filth.
All right.
Okay, next up, we're having a look at the exploits of white women in a series of WOAH buddies.
Okay.
This one, at first, it's a bit of a slow burn, but the reveal here is crazy. Okay?
All right. Let's check it out.
The lift's down. Rip. Here's what happens if you're a wheelchair user and the lift breaks at the train station. This is
Okay,
Manchester-
so imagine just imagine that you're in a fucking wheelchair or like a mobility scooter and you decide to take public transport, you know, in the UK. This is a fucking nightmare and a half, right?
Yeah.
But the elevator's broken.
Oh,
So they call it a lift over there because they're mentally right? So she's like, oh, the lift's broken. What are we going to do? I can't get up the stairs in me wheelchair. Okay, let's continue.
By the way, I thought when she said lift, I thought she was on a ski lift. I'm like, the ski lift? Thanks for clarifying.
Piccadilly, and when I arrived, the lift was broken and I had my chair and attachment. I spoke to the staff and they brought down a stair lift.
So I have no idea. This is apparently a real thing. They have a stair lift.
Okay.
You'll
First
see
option
this.
was the built-in stair lift, but this actually didn't work. They figured out that it was broken, so that was two options completely down. The
The
second
stairs or the escalator's broken, and
The escalator and the elevator is broken.
and the
But, like,
actual
so-
thing to help
but-
her go up
Yes,
the lift.
but now they have a new plan. Okay, so we're on
Oh.
option C to get this disabled person up the stairs. Okay,
all right.
second option was a small portable stair lift, which didn't look as sturdy, and I was quite scared of it, not gonna
Show
lie.
us.
But they brought it down anyway, and when we got to the bottom, we realized that my chair wouldn't fit onto it. I have quite a long wheelbase
Suffered
with my
cripple.
attachment, so we couldn't do it. We'd just gotten off a flight too, so I couldn't even detach my attachment because
That's sketchy, bro.
Isn't
If
it?
someone draw
and
like
you
let's
just and you just crack the fucking back of your head all the way down the stairs.
at least you're already paralyzed, so it's not like you're gonna get double paralyzed.
You know what I mean?
Right? So
it was physically taped together and we didn't have scissors. So in the end, because I'm
So she can walk. She could walk the whole fucking time.
what the fuck?
Can you imagine? You can actually walk, and you waste so much of the staff there's time.
No way.
being like, "Oh, the elevator's broken. Oh, the escalator's broken. Oh, can you get me the manual escalator?"
Chimney sweep.
And then after the stop to and fro all over creation to try and get you up this fucking staircase, you just arise out of the wheelchair like you were healed by Jesus Christ himself and walk up the fucking stairs. But hold on, it gets worse. It somehow gets worse.
How?
Tori and I did have a bit of energy on this day. I offered to walk up the stairs while they carried up my setup. The staff were really helpful.
So they have to carry this shit. She's like, and she's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
I offered to walk up the stairs.
Listen, if you're in a fucking wheelchair, you shouldn't be like offering to walk upstairs because you're in a fucking wheelchair.
Okay.
This case, but I'm not sure how it would have been fixed if I couldn't walk up the stairs.
Well,
but you could.
It's a good thing you could walk.
But you
bitch.
could this whole time.
That's fucking
twist.
That should be illegal. What the fuck?
But this reminds me of like when black. Okay, next up we have potentially the most down bad white woman I have ever seen in my fucking life, man.
Oh my god.
So here we have. Okay.
More white women.
So here we have another white woman in the midst of a crisis. Okay.
Still stuck. See you later. Oh, what do you want for your birthday?
Okay.
So there's all this Doctor Who merchandise, and apparently, from what I understand, she's dressed up like one of the doctors from Doctor Who. And we can see that she's pretty fucking bogged, but she has like a Funko Pop collection and shit. Just get ready to witness. This is like some fucking 2014 era SJW shit.
Okay.
Really.
I want the global downfall of white supremacy. I want reparations paid to the black and brown and indigenous community for the continued
Is this a new video?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Is this really what 2026 has to offer?
Gamergate.
Oh, here we go. SJWs. The SJWs are ruining gaming, Warski. We have to fight back.
I swear to God.
This person's been in a coma since 2014. They've been cryogenically unfrozen in 2026, and they're gonna let us know.
people. I want white people to learn history and sit with the uncomfortableness of it every single day. I want white people to
why would we want to be uncomfortable every single day? Like, who's white listening to say, sign me up. I want to be uncomfortable and live in guilt every single day for the rest of my life for shit that I had no idea happened until 2 seconds ago and for which I have no role in whatsoever. And chances are it's made up anyway. But yeah, for sure, yeah. Sign me up.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was like in the Skeptics.
steps
I know.
to being anti-racist and know
PTSD.
if you really want to
Anti-racist.
What?
Wasn't there like a homeless? Or was it the black guy? The black guy in the mall?
Oh my god! Who stole my milkshake? He stole my fucking milkshake, man. I guess he's like this fat fuck. He's good. He doesn't need the milkshake. Security like made him give me back the milkshake,
and you're like,
and then I dumped it in the garbage, and the black guy came back and started fishing it out of the fucking garbage can.
And then we're driving, and security has him like with his hands behind his back in the front.
Well, you could tell when the guard came up to him, he deals with this guy every fucking day. You know, he knew him on a first name basis. He's like, John, what's going on, man?
Wait,
Ash, or whatever his name was.
On that day, didn't like 7 things happen to you? And then at one point you just go, what the fuck is happening?
No, it was,
today?
I just kept getting fucking felted. You know, it was just an endless series of feltings, buddy.
Begging Ashton
oh
for
my
everything.
God.
You're like, what?
All right, let's get through this.
Self-included. Everyone should want that. And take steps to make it happen.
I am a chimney sweep.
Oh fuck! People in the UK need to fucking chill, man. Holy fuck! Okay, here we have. Oh boy! Just go ahead, just fucking play it. Get ready. This is fucking grime. This is disgusting.
Okay.
This is a what I eat day. From somebody who just scrounges around and let's turn this into soup. It's hot dog spaghetti pizza with.
Okay, so she made hot dog spaghetti pizza.
Stop.
And if that wasn't foul enough that she's making hot dog spaghetti pizza, I don't know if you picked up on what she just said.
Yes.
But she's turning it into soup.
I'm gonna actually fucking puke. I'm gonna actually fucking. I'm like getting like my throat is closing up.
But if you think about.
Wait, Ash, look at this.
Let's turn this into soup.
I'm gonna fucking yak.
It's hot dog spaghetti.
Look at the bottom of that fucking pizza.
Oh my god!
There's like noodles in it.
So it's like the crust is made of spaghetti.
Oh god, I'm gonna fucking puke.
And it's like it's an encrusted gelatinous mixture of hot dogs and like undercooked spaghetti.
I'm gonna actually
that is now being thrown into a soup.
Pizza with egg. But if you
with egg. Okay.
Think about all the ingredients. I feel like it would be really good as a soup base.
Oh, that's
add a little more sauce and more vegetable.
Oh, vegetable.
Okay,
it's corn.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually
noticed
fucking yak, bro.
She didn't drain the corn at all. So she's
I
just
know,
like pouring.
It's part of the soup.
Oh my god!
It's water for the soup.
Oh my
It's just
god!
corn, some bouillon. Then we'll just fill her up. And seasonings of choice.
Oh!
Would you rather eat that or the Chef Boyardee massive pie I made back in the day?
All right, we may have to move on because I'm actually fucking puke.
No, we gotta
for once.
It.
Oh my god! All right,
let's
get. All right, hit play.
And while that's cooking, I have barbecue chips, chocolate chip cookies.
She's adding cookies.
So, no, you didn't understand. She's got cookies with barbecue potato chips encrusted in them. You can zoom in and you can see the barbecue potato chips inside the cookie. You see? Now she has her son over her shoulder.
Oh, look at this baby.
You know, because no man could tolerate her cooking. I feel bad for the cats having to eat this shit. You know, it's tough.
I hope she buys cat food.
I made these for my friends.
Oh God,
look at, you can see the fucking barbecue potato chips in the cookie. So she made these for her friend.
I don't know if I could do it.
This is like somebody taking a dump on a plate and being like, I made this for you. What are you supposed to do? Okay, let's get through this.
It's birthday, but she only took home 5. You can see the
wonder
barbecue
why.
chip.
Oh, how many did you make, bitch? Oh my god.
Chip.
Oh.
They're so good.
Did you see how
30
small in
minutes.
front of her face?
I'm not rewinding
her
it.
face, she didn't like it. She did not like it at all.
Oh my God!
Ooh.
Help me! Oh God!
Extra soupy. It's been sitting here for like an hour and a half.
I can't.
Oh yeah, there's pineapples in here too.
Oh,
pretty good.
Why the fuck are there pineapples? Why? Why, bitch? Why?
This is delicious.
Oh,
look at
my
this.
fucking God. That was truly fucking demented. Oh my God.
Dare I
oh my
say,
God. Oh my
good
God.
Soup.
Help me, help me, help me. Okay, so next we're checking in on white men.
Oh.
Let's see how white men are doing.
I hope they're doing good. Uh-oh.
They're not.
Hey, Mickey. You know, I've been a big fan since I was...
Okay, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Hey, Mickey.
So not only do we
out?
have a grown man, childless, probably an incel, let's be real, meeting Mickey Mouse alone at Disney, but he's got like this insane message for him.
Well,
you know,
the tone is pretty gay.
Kid, and you know,
he's now broke down sobbing in front of Mickey Mouse.
Your buddy in the fucking suit's doing this facial expression.
He's having an emotional breakdown. You know, Mickey Mouse isn't real, son. This is a man. It's a teenager in a costume, sir.
Mr. Morrow if he lost a few hundred. What Mr. Morrow, bro? You have to watch Mr. Morrow, bro.
Finally, here we have Jewish financial advice sponsored by Gabe Hoffman. Let's take a look.
Is he doing that here in my garage, the Ty Lopez?
Yes.
You will never see us Jews buying flashy cars to impress other people. We buy these assets to find the legal tax loopholes. This Porsche cost me $456,000, but here's what you don't understand. I didn't buy it to look cool. I bought it because it weighs over 6,000 pounds, which qualifies for full Section 179 depreciation. That's a $180,000.
Got him, Goy. Suffer, Goy. You'll never know the $880,000 tax loophole that allows me to purchase this Porsche, bish.
Hang on. Here we go. Okay.
Suffer, Goy.
I might need that for later.
Right off in year one. Then I register it under my LLC. Now fuel, insurance, maintenance, all business expenses. Another $30,000 in annual deductions. You see a luxury car? I see a $210,000 tax.
Okay, like how
vehicles. So I'm using their rules.
All right, let's get out of this fucking show. All right, those are the WOOAH buddies.
Hell yeah.
Now it's time for the quartering segment. So, when last we left off Jer claimed that he was taking time off to have a peaceful, wonderful weekend of quality time with his wife at the state fair, where he knew he would be tempted on all sides in fast food alley by cream puffs and funnel cakes and deep fried Mars bars on one side, and then wall after wall, cart after cart, truck after truck offering cheap liquor and beer.
And women of all ages.
Yes, that he can perv on and film for his audience, right?
Go ahead.
Well, obviously what happened, Quartering got fucking blackout drunk at the state fair, broke his diet that never even started to begin with, got on the Twitter machine and had a complete fucking meltdown because he was exposed. What was he exposed over? So many different things. So many things. Obviously, first of all, we broke this story on the show on Friday, the Quartering cookie stuffing scheme.
That's crazy.
What this scumbag was doing, this is against Amazon TOS. I'm pretty sure this is against the FTC's guidelines. Like, this is actually illegal. But what he was doing was, when you clicked on the coffee brand coffee link, that he kept shilling, and we wondered why. Yeah. Why did he keep shilling this over and over again? You had to go to this link instead of just going to the Amazon storefront. It was because the moment you clicked this link, Quartering then installed cookies on your device that gave him a commission of all of your Amazon purchases and allowed him to data mine and know everything that you were buying on Amazon for the next day.
Crazy.
So Quartering was called out on that. Then Luther Morgan came out with a massive expose. And Luther Morgan's expose, it turns out, so Quartering had an affiliate program for coffee brand coffee. This affiliate program, though, in order to be a part of it, in order to spread the good news of coffee brand coffee and become a disciple of CBC, you had to sign Mr. Hambly's affiliate agreement. And by signing the affiliate agreement, you agreed to abide by the laws of India. I'm not kidding. So you had no recourse except through the legal system of India if you signed up to be a Jer affiliate.
What does that mean exactly?
It means that Jer was scamming his affiliate, sir, because the Indian law allows Jeremy, sir, to not pay his staff if he doesn't want to.
Okay.
So all these guys are selling all this fucking coffee, and Quartering never paid them what they were owed. So these people are owed hundreds of dollars, all of these affiliates, and Jer stiffed them on payments for years, hiding behind, well, you agreed to abide by the laws of India that say you're my slave and I don't have to pay you. So now it took Luther Morgan getting involved and the actual, one of the biggest people being scammed who was owed $300 by Mr. Hambly. Mr. Hambly defrauded this man $300. You're a multimillionaire, sire. A dirty scam artist pinching $300 worth of pennies that he owed to fucking his own affiliates who helped him launch this business. What a fucking scumbag. So Jer's getting hit from all sides by all this fucking shit. And his coffee business is crumbling. He claims it's his best month ever. Like, not only is his coffee business crumbling, his mental health is crumbling. We can all tell. He's starting to completely break down. And so Saturday, it was a nuclear seethe session. And like I said at the top of the show, it seems every single weekend, me and Jer do the exact same thing. At this point, like clockwork, the weekend rolls around, Saturday comes, Quarterings starts crying about how he's persecuted on social media, how he's an innocent victim, and this is wrong. Then I tell Jer he's drunk and high on pills, and he needs to shut the fuck up and take his felting like a man. Then Jeremy deletes all of his tweets and pretends like nothing happens until the next weekend when he gets drunk and on pills and starts crying about how he's getting trolled. And then he deletes his shit again. Seems like we're destined to do this forever.
Then I retweet you and I go, whoa, buddy. And
you're like, what the fuck happened? Because so
much
much happens within the space of like 40 minutes. Like, what is this?
I was at the Renaissance Fair. It's very, very good. I saw a beautiful woman, and she had the kids with her. And you know,
oh my god,
Shock Mouse, go follow.
So listen, Jared, I want to enjoy the weekend too. Do you think this next weekend you could maybe not crash out and require me to do a 4-hour segment reading over your fucking tweets? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand why they keep felting me. Because you keep felting yourself, you fucking idiot. Okay. So if we go into the new Jer folder and we go into the Saturday Seethe Sesh folder.
Oh, here we
start off. Jeremy pins this to the top of his profile. You keep that in mind because it's going to be really funny later on. So he goes, it's so sad to see all these people spending hours, days, and months trying to destroy my coffee company. Now, are you talking about yourself? Because you're the one that's doing the most damage to your coffee company.
Exactly.
By your own incompetence, lies, and scams. But personally, I find it inspiring and I find faith in humanity that people of all different walks of life, races, religions, even political affiliations
even
have
black
all
people.
come. Yes. Well, are they even? Anyway, have all come together hand in hand to felt the Quartering, to expose his lies and sordid schemes, to bring what was done in the darkness to the light, to get his affiliates who were wrongfully scammed out of their rightful money paid, to stop the Quartering from stealing off of your Amazon orders, stealing your data, probably selling the shit to data brokers and stuff like that. I think it's a good thing. So he goes, oh, well, they scream about how bad life ruination is. They are all participating in it. No, Jeremy, the detractors, your critics are not a monolith. And let's be real, bro. The only person ruining your life is you. If you didn't lie about purchasing the coffee equipment, the coffee factory, if you didn't constantly lie and contradict yourself about how many staff you have, how the business works, if you actually paid your affiliates, if you didn't put shady fucking cookie stuffing in your links, then none of this shit. Well, that's the thing, right? This guy has participated in life ruination for the last decade. At least what his definition of life ruination is, which is making videos laughing at on the internet or criticizing somebody's unethical practices, right? This guy, by his definition, did life ruination to Jack Murphy. He did it to Brie Larson. He did it to Matt Jarbo. He did it to members of the Magic the Gathering community. But now, by the way, he did it to a bunch of leftists. You know, might have been justified, honestly. But he participated in this shit. And he made it his mission to ruin our lives back in April. Back in April, he thought he was a big man and he thought he held all the cards and he thought he would just snap away our YouTube channel, our livelihood, that he would snap away. Yep. Our kick. He would take away all our means of income. And he would also do this to all of his critics. Everybody who clipped him, everybody making fun of him. Luther Morgan, he struck down one of his videos. Mikey No More, he struck down one of his videos. threatening Brittany Venti,
His channel
threatening
was taken
all
down.
sorts of critics. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Mikey ended up losing his channel. Rantman got a bunch of fucking strikes on his channel. Camelot got a bunch of strikes on his channel.
And
Quartering genuinely believed that he was untouchable, that he was a god, and he was going to get away with his life ruination against his enemies. And then it would all blow over by the 4th of May.
Yeah.
Well, now it's the 10th of August, and the weeks and the days and the months are grinding on. And soon they're going to turn into years of this. This is never ending. He doesn't understand that this isn't going to end. Even if we went away, even if we died, even if we got sued into the fucking poorhouse or whatever the fuck, other people are still going to make fun of you, Jeremy. You can't stop the whole world from making fun of you or criticizing you by hiding in your hug box and denying that reality is happening. Okay? So I just want to make that clear. He says he won't be bullied. I'm going to be real, Jer. It's not up to you about whether you're going to be bullied or not. Like, you don't have control over that. Nobody has control over that.
The bullying will continue until
you know what I mean.
Improves,
like honestly, like who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? And he says it's really sad to see so many former friends doing it
too. Right?
You ever wonder why they're doing it, Jer? Why even your supposed friends have joined in on it? Is it because you were in the wrong, Jeremy? Is it because you couldn't handle getting a taste of your own medicine and you decided to go on a fucking power trip fantasy that blew up in your face? And now there's an eye on you constantly exposing every single mistake and every single bit of fraud you do? Oh, that is why, right?
A watchful eye, you could say. But wait, Fenton Mitch for 25 subs! By the way, that alone, Jer, is more than you make a month on your fucking show.
Well, because he loses money.
Thanks, Fenton
By the way,
Mitch.
he's back to buying advertisements again today.
Oh! It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help,
I know.
Jer.
I know. He's advertising his YouTube videos.
Thanks, Fenton
So he
Mitch.
said, this shit was for the lulz months ago. It's moved way beyond into destroying this company because they know I care about it. Well, originally this was about the lulz. It was about us pausing and looking at Hannah Claire's funny faces as you told stories about pooping yourself and laughing at you. But what happened was when you got exposed as being a cuckold because Adam Sellers was exposed on Reddit as being involved in the swinging community and fucking other men's wives, a guy who's coincidentally at your house constantly and one of your longest best friends, right? You know, who you've shouted out on your show and stuff, and people started calling you a cuck. You then decided that you got to decide how people were allowed to make fun of you, and you decided you were going to ruin our lives and the lives of anybody who dared mock you. That's what you decided to do. You escalated a situation that, let's be real, had you just done nothing and Hannah Claire just stopped making funny faces, we would have all moved on. A long time ago. A long time ago, Jeremy.
Have done like a segment here or there.
Yeah.
Like about like whatever silly.
Like, had he just managed to shut his fucking mouth for like 2 weeks after the Adam Sellers reveal, he might have been totally fine. But he decided that he was going to control everything, that he was going to go into DMs with Josh Moon and ask the owner of Kiwi Farms permission to ruin our lives. Like, just think about that for a second. This guy went to the owner of Kiwi Farms and asked him permission to take away our livelihood.
What a fucking piece of shit, dude.
That's what he did, okay? And then when the owner of Kiwi Farms wouldn't go along with his evil scheme and posted all these receipts publicly, Quartering then doubled down on this and started posting the same sort of unhinged threats to his own public Twitter, saying that he would take down our YouTube account. Then a few days later, it went down. He pretended like he had nothing to do with it. When minutes after our channel went down, Quartering posts his birthday card that was casino themed.
And by the way, my channel was taken down within the same 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, because the whole thing. So, by the way, this is what Quartering.
No strikes again.
This is what Quartering ultimately, his narrative falls apart, right? Andy's channel was unbanned by YouTube specifically. There was nothing on that account that was in violation of the terms of service.
And no new posts.
Yeah, they restored that account. Quarterings' YouTube representative got Andy's account banned for no fucking reason at all. And then used that account being banned to terminate the clip channel that was our editor's channel for ban evasion, thus costing our editor a 6-figure-a-year income when he has a newborn at home. And now Jeremy wants to pretend like he's the righteous good guy in all of this, and then everybody just has to leave him alone. But let's be real. It's gone way beyond just what happened to our editor or our clip channel. This guy did everybody wrong. He lied to his customers for years. He fraudulently raised money on the idea that he was buying all of this equipment that he never fucking bought. He scammed people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, that's what this guy did. And he, by the way, while he was buying all these Rolex watches, saltwater aquariums, he neglected to pay his own affiliates who were on the ground floor level of building the business.
What a scumbag, bro.
Just stiff them while he's buying Rolex watches for himself. And he knew that he fucking stiffed them. He knows who he owes money to. But he's such a two-bit chinsing hustler, just scumbag, that he thinks that he can get away with it. You want to know why? Because those affiliates don't have a platform. They don't have a way to speak out and get attention on the fact that Jeremy Hambly stole from them the money that they earned. So until it came to Luther Morgan's attention, and then to our attention and Don Flurgandy's attention and all the other people covering this, Jeremy Hambly had no intention of paying any of his staff a fucking penny. Oh, by the way, this same guy is also stealing everybody's data and skimming money off of your Amazon purchases. And you had no idea that any of this was going on. You didn't consent to fucking any of this. And it was fucking against FTC and Amazon terms of service. Oh, and by the way, this weekend, the guy's also threatening another clip channel, acting like a fucking mafia don, telling everybody, well, he isn't telling everybody, because this is the thing. He doesn't want to take it down and face the public backlash of actually having the balls to file the claim against Alyssa Clips. So what does he do? He goes into Alyssa Clips DMs. It should be a shame if something happened to your videos. I'm trying to be nice here. You're going to take down the video exposing my coffee company. Oh, I'm going to take it down. And it's like, this is the exact sort of shakedown bullshit tactics you did to us. I'm sorry, you have to stop doing this shit, particularly when you're stealing other people's clips on an industrial scale. Doing industrial copyright infringement with one hand while claiming that you're going to strike down other people to protect your copyright.
Her video is fair use.
Lane.
It's
Pick
edited.
a fucking lane.
Right?
And this entire shitstorm has converged over the course of a single fucking weekend. And this guy still refuses to actually take any sort of meaningful accountability. I was waiting. I gave him a chance today to just come clean. I tweeted it out this morning. It's going to be very telling how Jeremy Hambly reacts to all of this, because he wants people to forgive him. He wants people to let this go and let it slide and let him keep grifting and let him keep scamming people, right? That's what he wants. But he's not willing to do anything to earn that sort of forgiveness. He's not willing to make amends with anybody. So fuck him. He's sitting here crying his fucking eyes out, saying people participating in it are evil. Were you evil when you went after Brie Larson for 260 something videos or more? Were you evil when you drove Jack Murphy off the internet, posting his sex tape on every single tweet that he fucking posted? Were you evil when you dogpiled Matt Jarbo for flagging other people's videos down and now you're guilty of the same fucking shit? Or is this just what goes around comes around, buddy? Is this not just you reaping what you fucking sowed, you moron? And he goes, so when it's gone, and they laugh. So he's admitting it's going to go away. He's admitting the coffee company is going to fail. And instead of admitting that it's his fault that it fucking failed, he's trying to blame the trolls and the detractors.
Remember,
the truth
you're
is,
not the good guys.
Well, there are no good guys in this, Jeremy. I don't sit here and pretend that I'm this moral, righteous fucking man. And he's not saying, you and Mel are sitting there. the biggest guilty drama mongers, race grifters, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? You guys are sitting there pretending you're these clean, faultless, righteous Christian people. We never made any claim like that. You know what I mean? We're not sitting here talking about how our show is about saving America or the West, or we're going to bring souls to Christ. That's you. That's you that want to pretend you're the good guy. You're a fucking shameless, grifting scumbag. And I said this on Twitter. You've told one too many fucking lies. You've burned one too many people. And now you're getting what you fucking deserve. There are no good guys in this situation. There's just people. That's the reality, Jeremy. This isn't a Disney movie.
I have to say, though, your website not having cookies that go into people's computers to scrape money and info, it being taken down is a good thing.
Well, and by the way, why did you take it down? Why did you take it down? Why did you take it down this weekend, Jeremy? Because you know what you were doing was fucking wrong. You know, but it's a glitch in the system. He had no idea. He had no idea. It's a glitch in the system. It's always a glitch in the system. It's like, how fucking incompetent can you be? Where you've got glitches in the system that lead to Dankula and Bearing and your channel fucking going down. Yeah, glitch in the system, my fucking ass. Glitch in the system that led to all your shorts going down when they were all getting copyright claimed. That was a glitch in the system. Then when you sent out 500 bags of coffee and lit $10,000 on fire, we're also supposed to believe that was a glitch in the system. Then when you get caught with the affiliate codes, scamming people, skimming fucking money that you had no right to fucking do, bud, then it's also a glitch in the system. Oh, and by the way, when he doesn't pay out his affiliates what they're owed, it's also a glitch in the system, right? No, buddy. No, you're insulting people's intelligence. You say whatever you think you have to say to escape consequences in any given moment. That's why I have no interest in engaging in some sort of an arbitration with you or some sort of a settlement with you, because you will say anything in order to avoid the consequences of your own fucking actions, because you're such a spineless fucking worm. You will lie. You'll tell a different lie the next day, the next hour, the next minute. You are a fucking lying liar who lies. You are a fucking fraud, and you deserve to be fucking exposed. And you refuse to take even the slightest step forward to apologize to all of the people that you fucked over. And that's just the beginning of this process, bro. I don't know what to say. So here we go. We're not the good guys. Okay. We never claimed to be. So he says, one day when they succeed, so we're just going to succeed. So the trolls are winning. Ring it up. Ring it up. Luther Dub. The fraudulent reporting.
Please. Oh, please,
Jeremy,
please.
Ain't this the pot calling the kettle black, buddy?
Piece of shit.
You fucking scumbag. But by the way, these reports are not fraudulent
at all.
These reports over copyright claims come from the legitimate owners of the content that this guy is freebooting, stealing, and profiting off of to prop up his dying channel that nobody's fucking interested in. Okay? It's not us reporting him. It's not you reporting him out there. It's the copyright holders. Now, they might be notified by people online who don't like Jeremy, but ultimately it's them deciding to take an action on their copyright material, which apparently Jeremy has no issue with, since he's going to elicit clips directly and threatening to take her down for content that's actually transformative. The fucking scumbag. Flagging, or when I decide it's just not worth it anymore. All they will have done is hurt the livelihood of dozens of people who depend on this company. Just the other day, I think literally the day before this, he said that it was just him. It was a one-man operation.
Yes, we covered it.
Who are these dozens of people? And this is what I said to Jeremy when he's talking about he's going to rally all of his supporters. I said, bro, very few people are willing to defend you. The ones that are paid shills like Mel. Right?
Of course, yeah, of course.
But even those few people who are willing to defend you can't keep up with the contradictions and lies. His narrative changes constantly to the point where it's so inconsistent that nobody can take it seriously. He goes from one day he has dozens of staff, the next day it's just him. The next day there's like 5 people working there, the next day it's just him. It's crazy. One day there's a coffee factory. The next day there's not a coffee factory.
By the way, Ash, if your business is shut down and you have employees, is it our fault that you put cookies on the PC and you fucking flag people? It's not their fault.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault.
It's honestly not anybody's fault.
It's your fault.
But your own.
Yes.
But this guy goes walking around, waddling around like his shit doesn't fucking stink, that he's the king of the world, that he can do what he wants, that nobody can ever hold him accountable. And he wonders why, when he acts so smug and so defiant and just blatantly lies to people's faces like he does in the face of overwhelming evidence, he wonders why he gets the response that he does. If anybody else was doing this, Jeremy, they would get the exact same response, bro. This has nothing to do with people are jealous of you or they're upset with your politics or anything like that, Jeremy. It has to do with the fact that the note is due. The rent is due. The bills are due. You've been sitting there racking up a debt for the last decade of being the dirtiest, greasiest, scamming scumbag. And the bill has finally come. And you think that you won't ever have to fucking pay. I'm telling you, if we don't make you pay, somebody down the line is certainly going to, bro. You're not escaping this one. You're not escaping this one, little bro. It's fucking over. And it's time to admit that it's fucking over and stop blaming other people. He says, does that sound like a righteous goal? Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does sound,
Yes.
It does sound like a righteous goal. Felting you, after what you did to us and so many other creators, is in fact a righteous fucking goal.
If
okay?
you have employees who are backing you to destroy other people, I don't give a fuck if they're fired. Find a new job, bitch.
Yeah.
Or feel bad other jobs. Yeah, helping.
But Jeremy acts like
off.
he's entitled to be a public figure, making
off.
millions of dollars a year from poorly reading news articles and drop shipping coffee. And I'm sorry to tell him, he is not entitled to that. Okay, so let's continue. So we're not even done the original set of tweets here, the original set of 4 tweets
there we go.
that he puts out. So he says, it's been never ending for months.
We told you. We told you.
I told you, Jeremy, what would happen back in April. I told you that if you struck us down, we would become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. I told you you did not know what you were doing and that you were going to end up in the deep waters and you were going to drown. And that's what's happening, Jer. For whatever reason, Jeremy Hambly.
Over a fucking coffee company?
No, listen, Jeremy.
Get the fuck out of here,
Listen,
bro.
Jeremy, there's so much more to it. The coffee company and the scams
No, he knows
and the
he's
lies.
lying.
I know. He knows that he's lying. He just says whatever he feels like he needs to say to avoid punishment. Just like he admitted to doing before the college discipline board. He says he can manipulate people's emotions and their heartstrings, remember?
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's just a very dishonest, bad faith actor from Jump Street and always has been. He says it's way beyond critique or seeking truth. They are obsessively trying to destroy my life. What were you doing to Brie Larson, Jack Murphy, Matt Jarbo? I'm just saying. It's been going on for months.
Boo-hoo.
So was the boo fucking who, Jer?
Boo-hoo.
I'm here to tell you this is going to be going on for years,
Until I'm dead.
Basically, until I'm dead in the fucking ground, this shit is going to continue going on. And by the way, even after I'm dead or Andy's dead or you sue us or whatever the fuck, other people are still going to do the exact same thing. Okay. The more and more that you fight against this and lie and scam, the tighter the noose becomes, buddy. Like this is quicksand that you're in. And the struggling and the crying that you're doing is just making you drown faster. It says all while moralizing and pretending to be the good guys. No, you're the one that's moralizing. You and Mel sit up there and talk about your Christianity and you thump your Bible and you talk about how everybody critiquing you are demons. You are the one that paints it that way. You are the one that keeps escalating this situation, making threats of suing people, making threats of taking people's channels down. You need to take the temperature down. You need to admit fault in this situation. And then maybe everybody will start to slowly let it go. But the way that you're digging in your heels and refusing to ever admit any fault in anything is going to lead to you being DSP. It's already there. It's already there.
He already is DSP, bro. DSP
he
makes
just
more
needs
money
to take
than
a
him.
fucking L. Had he taken this L back in April, he would probably be back to normal now. But he refused to take a smaller L then, and now it just gets to be a larger and larger and larger L as time goes on. He has less and less leverage. So he says, anyway, I spent the weekend getting the website all updated, looking and working much better now. And then he says, I know even posting this will inspire a new wave of videos about me crashing out. Well, because you are crashing out. And if you know that, why are you doing this? But he says, I have a lot of responsibility for the people that depend on this business. So this is what's crazy to me, right? Apparently, it's our responsibility. Apparently, it's on me and you and the viewer at home and the average person on Twitter or Kiwi Farms or wherever to take care of Quarterings coffee staff. What are we talking about? You're the one who's responsible for them. You're their employer. You shouldn't have acted so recklessly in the first place, Jeremy. You put their livelihoods at risk. But here's the truth. You have admitted that there are no employees. Luther can't find the employees. Nobody actually depends on this other than you.
There was an employee
there
besides
never
Maggie.
Was.
Besides Maggie,
there is no staff.
No.
But even if there was, it's your fucking fault. What do you say to Starbucks? Get woke, go broke. Yeah. It's the same shit here. If you scam people and lie to people, don't be surprised when they fucking shit on you, bro. It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I spent years building this, but it's no longer fun. Who said that running a business is fun? He says it would be much easier to just close it down. Then close it down.
Bye.
Close it down. Log off the internet. You're supposed multimillionaire. You say you can't fucking retire? Too bad, bud. You had a decade of this gravy train. Supposedly you were set for life before you even started doing YouTube.
Bye.
How did you spend yourself into fucking bankruptcy like this, Jer? How could you make so many bad decisions and then it's on everybody else that you made all these bad decisions and we have to feel bad for you? Fuck you.
All right. Let's continue. Nope.
So he says there is nothing he can do other than rally his supporters who vastly outnumber them.
Yo!
I'm ringing the bell.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's just delusional. This is the same shit he was saying. Remember when he was kicked off the Rumble homepage and he had hardly any viewers on his live stream? And he said, soon I'm going to promote on my YouTube channel, my 2 million subscriber channel. And then we're going to have 10,000 viewers every day. Remember? Remember this?
Yeah.
And then he promoted it and then he didn't see any increase in viewership.
The
truth is that Quartering has no actual engagement. He has no actual fans. The fans that he once had, he did have a fan base like back in 2018, 2019, 2020.
Miraculously, by the way.
He did have a solid support base who bought into all of his scams and all of his schemes. But one by one, he burned every single one of them. He drove away all of his actual fans, all of his shooters, all of his guys by scamming and scheming and shilling. And now there's nobody fucking left. He has no organic engagement. Nobody is willing to defend him. And the people who are willing to defend him can't keep up with the web of lies that he's constructed, the contradictions that continually happen. Jer's strongest soldier, Mike, MAGA Mike or whatever, is losing his mind every fucking day. Like challenging people to dox him and debate him and all this crazy fucking shit. Just embarrassing himself. And that's literally the only guy. That's literally the only guy that he has out there who's doing it for free. The only other person is paid is Melanie Mack or people in the past that he has paid that might defend him. That's it. There is no magical riders of Rohan that are coming over the ridge to destroy the casino battalions, Jer. You are not a sleeping giant. Your 2 million subscribers don't mean shit. And ultimately, this is what Jer got. This is why he got into trouble in the first place, is because he believes that his 2 million subscriber count on YouTube makes him an untouchable god who's above everybody else. And he has this massive audience. But it's a fantasy. Less than 2% of Quarterings viewers watch his videos on average. The average Quartering video gets about 40,000 views these days. That's just the truth, Jeremy. You are not this massive, bigger creator with this huge platform, bro. The truth is, we have the bigger platform, Jeremy. You can't just like pretend that none of this is happening and then punch down and intimidate smaller creators, bro. That's not how this is going to work. Not to mention, there's a bunch of other creators involved in this who also have a bigger platform than you, bud. So you are fucked. You're not able to bring in these riders of Rohan. They don't exist. It's non-existent. It's a literal ghost army, you know. Anyway.
All right. So my cat was meowing nonstop. All righty. Let's continue. Wait.
So he says it's option 2. Right?
Okay. Yep. Continue.
So Kroiki here goes, not for nothing, Mr. Quartering, but you probably shouldn't have messed with them in the first place. Sounds like you've gravely underestimated them and their rabid fan base. And this is the truth. He really thought that we were fucking nothing, that we had no audience, we had no fans, we had no friends, nobody was going to come to our defense, and he was going to get away with all of this shit. You know? He says they'll just circle back to you, flag them, and cost their editor his job, which is true. And it is a rough situation. Quartering, just instead of just letting this go, has to double down on his lies and say they made the whole thing up.
Fuck you, Jer.
So the messages to Josh Moon are fake. The tweets that are archived from your own timeline,
flagged channels went down like that magically.
Yeah.
Oh.
He says they were banned because both creators were previously banned, which is a lie.
Fuck you.
At the time of that channel going down, my personal channel was not banned, and Andy's had been unbanned by YouTube. It's just a complete and utter lie.
And
by
this is why, Jer, we will never fucking come for like an agreement. You are a lying sack
what
of
do you
shit.
think is going to happen here, bud?
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Then he said they lied that it was their editor's channel or else it wouldn't have went down.
Okay, well, we have the paperwork.
It wouldn't have went down under any other circumstance except for the shady circumstance you did, where you did inside baseball with the high-ranking YouTube representative to take our channel down fraudulently. Because, yeah, otherwise it wouldn't have gone down. And you show your flag history. Oh, see, guys, this proves it. This proves it. No, Jeremy, because you didn't say you were going to flag it. You said to Josh in DMs, you would go directly to your YouTube rep. You said this in public as well, bro. So, by the way, even if he wasn't the one who went to his YouTube rep, which he obviously was, you're the one who did this, bro, because you stoked it. You incited people to take down the fucking channel. So if we're guilty by your standards for what's happening to your coffee company, then you're guilty for what happened to our fucking YouTube channel, bud. And everybody, even the most reasonable, level-headed people online, all agree, Jer. There's not one soul on earth who fucking believes you, okay? Then we have here Montana Wookie talks about they're going to order some coffee through Walmart in a couple days because Jer's like, oh, I'm going to be in Walmart. And Quartering says it probably won't be ready for order for a few weeks. He has no idea how long they take to check stuff in.
Wait, but didn't he just say he released like 100 pounds of coffee?
You know, he sent 5,000 pound shipment to Walmart and all this. How about, Jer, you stop promising this stuff to people before it's actually available? You know what I mean? Like, actually get into Walmart and then start promoting that you're in Walmart. But it's always promise after promise after promise, and he never fucking delivers on anything. And if he does, it's always a lot less than he promised. Always.
Ash, imagine ordering coffee, and then you have to wait a month for it.
Quartering then decides he's going to go to his various YouTube channels, Quartering Live, Jeremy Hambley, and the Quartering, and post links to that tweet thread crying his eyes out about the trolls so that he could get online support on Twitter, so he could raise an army, as though it would make any fucking difference, as though anybody would even care. Because the truth is, the vast majority of Quartering's viewers, they're clickbaited or they're elderly and they don't even care about Quartering's content, let alone Quartering's personal drama that's going on. Let alone they care enough about that drama to go on x.com and start fighting with random people to defend Jer's honor. But he actually believes that that's a thing that was going to happen because he's drunk and on pills and he doesn't want to accept reality. Okay, that's what this is. It's reality denial. It's delusion. Let's continue.
All right. Fuck.
There it is on the Hambley channel as well. He's posting it everywhere. By the way, guys, he got no supportive tweets. He ended up having to delete all of these tweets. On his main tweet, he had only 8 replies that weren't hidden out of over 300 responses.
Well, we
but he's vastly outnumbering everybody.
Yeah, dude.
Sure.
Wait, so you're telling me all these channels, millions of subs combined, he only got 8 positive tweets with the...
Yes.
Yo,
yes.
It's over. It's over.
He ended up deleting all of that shit because he got community noted. He got community noted on his pinned tweet. So he was so humiliated by this community note that he deletes his pinned tweet, thus leading all of those people who would then click on the YouTube community post to rally around him to a dead link, to a deleted tweet. Okay? That's what happened. So the community note here says, the Quartering is facing criticism over Amazon affiliate links on his website without a clear affiliate disclosure. Amazon requires associates to disclose this relationship, and FTC rules require clear disclosure of material connections. Suffer, Jer. Suffer, bitch.
And there's links like sources on that as well.
Because he's in the wrong and he's cooked. So there he is saying, you know, it's going to be easier to close it down, blah, 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 blah. Let's continue.
Okay.
Okay, so then he says, okay, cool. Now we're going to have some fun. So I guess the implication here is he's going to flag down more people's channels. He's going to flag down Bearing and Venti and Luther and all this stuff. Or he's going to start suing people or something like this. He's going to do gay ops in some Discord somewhere.
It's all fair game.
Yeah, well, he's going to say that here. I think that might be I think that's the next tweet. So Kepi here says, everything is fair game, like you said, though, right? And Quartering agrees and goes, yup. Now, I have never actually showed Quartering's tweet where he said everything is fair game because I didn't believe it was real.
I thought it was the Ralph quote with
I
his
honestly
name
thought it
changed.
was a parody of Ralph and a gay op by the trolls. But Quartering has now confirmed that he actually said that and that he still believes that.
I actually think it was a parody, but he's such a out drunk. He thinks he may have said that. That's what I think. I
he
think
doesn't
it was
even
fake.
know whether he said it or not, right?
I'm pretty
and
sure.
so I actually said to him, I said, Jeremy, like, this is unhinged, man. You can't say shit like that. And then he deleted all his tweets again. So after he said everything is fair game and he's going to have fun, I called it out. I said, bro, this is unhinged.
It was real. It was real.
Pray for Jeremy. Like, he's lighting himself on fire, his career on fire. This isn't good. He's opening the floodgates to awful shit. And there he is. He deletes all these tweets.
Follow this Twitter account, of course.
It's like, bro, you think that people aren't going to have it archived, that nobody's going to see it? Are you fucking stupid, man?
A thread of seed.
It really was. Like, it's just a full-blown thread of seed. And then I said here, I go, Jer has now deleted his tweet threatening that everything is fair game and is back to pretending he's unbothered and flourishing. It's mental illness, y'all. It's mental illness, y'all. He goes, I hope everyone has a great weekend, smiley face.
Stop it.
You know, every time he busts out the smiley face, you know he's fucking seething. Then he says he's playing bingo with his mom tomorrow. Should be fun. So you're engaging with all these trolls on the internet and you're telling them where you're going to be tomorrow with your own mother, using your mother as a human shield against trolls on the internet. That's fucking low, Jeremy. Then he's in such a seething mold after he deletes all of his shit, okay, and then pretends that he's unbothered. He does this just for when this gets community noted. So he's already anticipating that he's going to be corrected by the public record with receipts and community noted. But he expects all of you to go along with this like a cult and deny the truth and the receipts that we all see with our own eyes and believe Jer, a known lying liar that lies, over the community notes. So it's just for when this gets community noted, there seems to be some non-controversy. If it's a non-controversy, why are you addressing it? About using Amazon affiliate links to your own store. Nope, that's not what this is about, Jer. What this is actually about, buddy, is that you're violating FTC guidelines. Jer puts in an AI overview question here. We don't know what he asked. He doesn't put the question in. But what he did here was wrong. What Jeremy is doing is inserting a cookie that nobody knew about,
which is illegal.
So you can't do this, Jer.
You can't do this.
My you have AI to disclose overview. That this is happening, man.
My AI overview, when I asked the exact question of what happened, was this is not allowed. It's against terms of service. And it linked everything. Like, it's a bullshit.
By the way, if it's a non-controversy, if it was totally above board and legitimate, why have you removed it? Right? Why have you removed it?
Oh, yeah.
The proof is in the pudding that it was fucked up. Okay? Nobody likes this shit. Even if it was legal, it's unethical. People don't fucking like it, Jeremy, which is why you've had to remove it, because you're under the pressure. The walls are closing in, your scams are being exposed, and you've lied too many times. And then you're just lashing out and crashing out on the regular every fucking weekend. Okay? Continuing. Heel versus Babyface is dunking on you, Jer. Goes, I've lost my watch. Can someone tell me what time it is? It's Miller time! And Bering says, oh no, it's Miller time, isn't it? And would it ever continue to be Miller time this weekend? So now we're into the affiliate link scam meltdown.
Yep.
So this is an explanation of what's going on.
Okay.
Dino 3. Quartering and Coffee Brand Coffee are incredibly deceptive. When you use the buycbc.com link, there's a hidden redirect that drops an Amazon associate cookie into your browser. Even if the coffee margin is slim, he potentially gets a cut of everything you buy on Amazon for the next 24 hours. And now there's a handy dandy infograph that I have pinned to the top of my Twitter that breaks the whole thing down. You type in buycbc.com, you're silently directed to Amazon with his associate tag. Amazon drops the associate cookie in your browser and it lasts a day. You browse and buy anything on Amazon during the next 24 hours, and Quartering gets 1 to 4% of all the things that you buy in your cart. And he also gets to know what you bought.
That's unhinged. That's actually sick and twisted. There it is. Twisted, bro. Oh my God.
Fucking dirty, buddy. Dirty, filthy shit. So, Brad Cool points out, the Coffee Brand Coffee Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter all went dead on the same week. I wouldn't be surprised if he never had control of these accounts until now, since he didn't actually own the company until recently. Because, like, this is the thing. Quartering claimed that there were no other owners, that he had no other partners. Then a few months ago, that was the story for years. Then a few months ago, he admitted that he had partners. We're like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Then he just said a couple weeks ago, I bought out all of my partners and I now have control over the company. So I'm wondering if he didn't, like, this is, I think Brad Cool might be onto something. He didn't have access to any of these accounts for the last year because he didn't actually own the full company. But Quartering can't be relied upon to tell us anything because he's unreliable. He's a liar.
Alrighty, here we go.
So here's his tweet on the coffee brand coffee Twitter. And he goes, it's been a while. Just wanted to announce we fully revamped our website. There were some technical issues that caused a bit of a hiccup. And we are very sorry for that. Almost everything is back in stock. And the fall flavors are coming soon. Also soon to be available via Walmart. Now, this tweet was a rape. Quartering received hundreds and hundreds of replies calling him out for all of his scams. Look at all these hidden replies. We're just going to have a look at some of them.
Here we go.
So you got goaded into posting on this account. Can you make a seethe blend of coffee? You clearly know the taste. Strange response from a company owner. Doesn't mean it's not white label shit. You can't even show us your facility on video. Why not post this from the official account you haven't posted in over a year? Ooh. Continuing on. I need everyone to know if you go on his website and then shop on Amazon within an hour or so, Jeremy actually gets commission for every order you make through Amazon and can see what you're shopping for. Do not risk going on his website. It's not worth it. And there were so many tweets like that. And Quartering had to hide all of them. He only
Phil
got
Collins, the real
within
Phil
5 hours. Within 5 hours, he got one positive reply. One. Everything else was hidden. Everything else. So Brittany Venti replies showing that she actually managed to produce the coffee soap, the coffee scrub that Jer lied and said that he was going to produce, but he never did. But Brittany Venti actually delivered on. She's got coffee Brit coffee. Well, Jer couldn't handle that and blocked her, as Brittany says, because we have a transparency page unlike him. So he couldn't even handle a little bit of a banter. A little bit of bants from Brittany Venti.
It's not here, but there was a response to this tweet showing Shuan had bought the coffee.
No!
She goes, hey, Britt, I bought your... And then he deleted his tweet. Shout outs to Shuan. That's funny.
So Luther just goes, we're going back to the dozens of staff claim.
Yeah.
Does that include the Indian staff?
Sure.
Life ruination, please. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Quartering really is the biggest cry bully in the world. Why didn't you pay the affiliates the money they are owed? Greed. If at Guns 1974 is wrong, show us the receipts. So this is the saga now of Guns 1974, who was an affiliate for Quartering in his coffee brand coffee, and Quartering didn't fucking pay him, scammed him, and he goes on a quest. But Kino Grove here points out Quartering is now misrepresenting his use of affiliate links. BuyCBC.com is not a niche website. It automatically redirects to Amazon without the user's input. So here's what actually has to happen to make this legit. You go to buycoffeebrandcoffee.com. There's a disclaimer on the site that says by clicking this link, you're consenting to have these cookies that take a cut from your Amazon purchases and stuff like that. And then you have to click on that link and go there, and then it would be fine. But if you just go there and it automatically redirects you without you clicking anything to Amazon and puts this cookie in, that's where the problem is. And Jer's misrepresenting reality. So then he says everything is now fair game again, which sounds like he's going on another flagging spree, which he attempted to do with Alyssa clips later on in the weekend.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah, there's just like there were so many like
a non-traversy.
Yeah.
Then why are you responding if it was a non-traversy?
I know. Let's keep going here.
Yeah,
there he is. We got some repeats in here. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So there's Crazy Sharp, who Jer scammed and says, well, that means you're going to fix the affiliate site too, so you can pay me the $302 you owe me for my sales. Right, Jer? You going to pay up?
Wow.
And he starts tweeting at Melanie Mack and says, this is what you're going to be associated with. This is the kind of person you're working with. He can't even respond to a simple question regarding a debt that is owed. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that Quartering owes money that he's refusing to make things right with. Bering picks up the story, and I think this is the only reason why he actually got paid. And this was a guy who did commercials for Jer. Remember, we showed this guy in his commercial. Back towards the start of the year. He says, Jer, I think you got to pay this guy is $300.
Oh, fuck.
Pay him.
Bering's got him. Come on. And then Jer has to respond finally, right? Here we go.
By the way, here we have, no, you cannot legally or ethically inject affiliate links into a redirect URL without disclosing it. So there you go, Jared. There's the actual AI bullshit answer. Okay. Now, right after this, Quartering burns his affiliate link.
But why?
So he removes the tag from the link.
But it was fair. It was legal,
I know, right? It was totally ethical and legal, right?
How is this?
Obviously not, Jeremy. Obviously not, or you would have kept it in place, right? So don't try and pretend like the detractors and the critics aren't right. You've got Don Flurgandy reporting on this, the most trusted name in news, Channel 404 News.
Yep.
Quartering removes affiliate tags after claiming what he was doing was totally fine. He decided to remove the tags from his buycbc.com redirect URL. Log the hell off already, old man. You're washed. He's washed.
Well, no, he's dirty. Let's be real. It's not
online. Well, not in real life,
I know, yeah.
but online.
Yes.
So then Stream Standard here goes, remember those Mother Days boxes Jeremy was begging us to buy to save the coffee business? He was making commission on that too in April of 2025, confirming now to see how far back this goes. So he's been doing this for at least the last year, doing all of this commission link bullshit.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's actually fucked.
And there it was back in April of 2025. He was doing this stuff. If you clicked on that link, you know.
Wow. There it is.
There it is. That's the tag there.
On MTG headquarters as well. That's crazy, dude. Holy
POV,
fuck.
you just found out that the Quartering and Coffee Brand Coffee affiliate program makes you abide by the laws of the Republic of India per their terms and conditions. Thanks to Luther for finding this incredible scoop. So all the affiliates were bound by the laws of India, sir. Look at this. The operating agreement will be governed by the laws of the Republic of India. Why, Jared, do you want people to abide by the laws of India? Is it because you're a scamming scammer? I imagine so, right?
Do not redeem.
Holy fuck, man. So Brad Cool's pointing out, it looks like Jer has got control of the Coffee Brand Coffee Facebook page as well. Okay, continuing along.
Okay.
There it is. But by the way, people who manage this page, 2 in the US and 1 in the Philippines.
What? Wait, what?
So Jer's one of the managers of the Facebook page is in the Philippines. So I don't know if that's somebody for 50 subs.
Let's go.
That VIP badge there. She's got the badge.
Thank you, Farron.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Continuing along, we're just working our way through this fucking mountain of shit.
And now he's removed the Filipino guy.
Yes. Yeah. So it was a Filipino person running it up until yesterday.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like the site or the link? Or
the Facebook. Yeah, the Facebook. Yeah. And there it is, brewing something special for fall, but he locked the replies. He deleted the tweet that got all of the nasty comments and then put up a new one. Yeah. And then he goes, it has come to our attention. There is some confusion / inconsistencies with our various short URLs. So it's a confusion. He had no idea this shit was going on. We're meant to believe, right?
What are we doing?
Come on. Then he goes, they have all been updated to either go to our main website homepage or short links go directly to Amazon. Wow, Jer. So now you're finally compliant because what you were doing before was illegal, buddy.
I think he should still be locked up. To be honest.
Do you know what I mean? But you're going to pretend like you did nothing wrong? Just admit to the wrongdoing. There was a confusion, guys. No, there was no fucking confusion. By the way, we got a Rollius for 50 subs.
Let's go. Give him that
And
bang.
Shafty McGee for 5 subs as well.
Holy shit. Thank you,
Huge
Rollius.
support here tonight.
Oh, guys, thank you. All right, let's continue on the next folder here, folks.
So now we're going to get deeper into the scammed affiliate situation. So Crazy Sharp says, Quartering, you have brought this all on yourself. So you don't now get to try and play the victim. Like you always say in your videos when Democrats tell you not to believe your lying eyes. Do you think we're stupid? We all see your contradictions and bullshit. It took some of us a little longer, but now you've taken somebody that was a big supporter of yours and turned them into someone that will revel in watching you fail. I don't wish bad things on people, but if you lose everything, I will not at all care. This was a guy who was selling the coffee. One of the most successful people.
Wow. I followed him
And Jer
back.
turned him against him by scamming him and others.
And now he's retweeting our show. Let's go.
Brad Cool Unlimited, another fellow founder betrayed. Terrible mistake, Jeremy. The founders of Coffee Brand Coffee have turned against you, buddy. The foundations are being destroyed, and what shall the righteous do? And then Crazy Sharp just goes, you know what? I lied. I'm wishing you the worst. Suffer bish.
Oh, we're getting a load here. Hang on.
Oh, let's see if we can get it to load.
Was it this?
So he goes, oh yeah, go ahead.
There we go.
I'm a GWOT era veteran. We never sleep and we basically live on hate and caffeine. I have nothing but time to spend on here using AI to make pictures of Jeremy and posting constantly until he pays me the money he owes me for the affiliate program. And I guarantee I'm not the only one he owes money
What a legend.
to. Jer fucking over veterans, not
Wait,
paying them what they're
veterans? That's actually
what
crazy.
a piece of shit,
I thought he was
buddy.
like the veteran guy, you know?
You know?
Wow.
So there he is saying you pay me the $302 you owe me. Okay.
Wow.
So he goes, cool. You almost have enough money to pay me what's remaining of my affiliate sales numbers. So Jer realizes how bad this is and says, email me. So he's looking to negotiate. He's looking to pay his way out of this situation. But we just got to remember, he never would have paid this guy or anybody else unless he was pressed as hard as he was to do so. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. There you go.
And he says, by the way, I archived all of this, so don't delete it. I'll send you an email later. He says, see, Jer, it's not just about me. I was irritated with you before, but now you fucked me and I'm pissed. But the bigger picture is you have an affiliate program that is still tracking sales, which means you have outstanding debts to others outside of just me. So I think a private email to me isn't going to cut it. You've been blaming Luther, Camelot, Warski, PPP, a ton of other people for what's going on when it's very clear that this is all your fault. So keep my $300 and use it to figure out how the fuck you're going to pay all those other people that are in those pictures.
Wait.
So this is from Quarterings dashboard, from his own software.
What?
So he knows. He knows who he owes money to. And he could send the money out today. But what he's demanding is that all of these people who haven't been involved with him for years now have to come and email him one by one and beg for him to send them the money that he owes them.
Lock him up.
Rather than just automatically sending out the payments.
Lock him up.
And this is probably such a small amount of money. It's probably a matter of a couple grand at most. But this guy is such a fucking scumbag, so determined to squeeze every last nickel and dime out that he's scamming his own affiliates and not paying them. So this has come to my attention. There are a few people from our past affiliate program that are still owed their final payouts from like a year ago. Buddy, you didn't see the payments come out of your account. So you know what I mean? You knew that this was an issue. And it's been an issue for over a year. He says, I sincerely apologize. I have spent the week fixing a lot of gremlins that piled up over the year.
Okay.
He says, email me with a screenshot of you affiliate dashboard. So he's drunk because he forgot the R, you know. But it's like you have access to their affiliate dashboard. You run this shit. Why can't this is insane? And I'll get you paid out plus a bonus for the trouble once I confirm your account. How about just fucking pay them? Why do they have to chase you for the money you owe them?
Here we go.
Then Camelot's like, well, how about you reverse every strike on the channels that you hit? Why don't you PayPal Kino Casino projected lost earnings since April from the clip channel?
Please.
Then apologize to everyone you threatened and all those deleted posts. Then I recommend taking a month off the internet. Cheers. Now, would that fix every problem?
Nope.
No. But you know what? It would be a pretty good fucking start. You know?
Yep.
It would be like, okay, well, at least he's fucking trying. And these are things that will cost him. But you know what? He can't do it. He can't do it. He can't reverse these channels and strikes. He doesn't have the money to pay for the lost fucking earnings. He has nothing, so he can't do anything.
Well, for our channels, he'd have to call his person and go, yeah, I lied about all that. And he'd be in trouble, so it's impossible. It's over. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luther, just with the obvious like reality check goes, does he not have access to the dashboard? It's your job to pay people, not people coming to you on their hands and knees asking for the money they owed. Go through the WOOAH Pro app and send the fucking checks out. That being said, I want to be fair to Quartering. If he actually pays people what they're owed, that would be a good start at repairing his brand and reputation. Pay the people, Jeremy. Like, that's the only thing you're supposedly good for is having money, and you can't even fucking pay people what they're owed.
Jail.
Your most loyal supporters who built the coffee company on their back. Okay.
Jail.
So Crazy Sharp gives the update. Quartering actually paid me. Okay. He says it still doesn't erase all the past transgressions in my book, but at least I can buy my wife something. Luther and Baring, thank you. It should not have needed your involvement. At least maybe this will get the others that are owed to get paid. So if we go to the next slide, we can see these DMs closer up. So Quartering says, I apologize. You can remove all the links. Maybe one day when things settle down, we'll relaunch it. Did you get the money? Yes. Now this is where it gets amazing. Okay, I know you're in Jer Bad Club these days. He's so buck broken, he's referring to himself as Jer now. Oh no! He's accepting it. He's accepting how fucking felted he is now. He says he genuinely apologizes. He had no idea. Honestly, is it better for him that he didn't know or that he did know? Because at a certain point, it's like, how incompetent can you fucking be, bro? Like, if you can't be trusted to pay these people out, you can't be trusted to run a fucking coffee company or be trusted with people's information, their payment details and data, because you're obviously a fucking goof. Anyway.
All right. There we go.
So Luther says, I appreciate you coming forward. I know it doesn't erase all of Quartering's grifts and scams and flagging, but in this particular instance, he did the right thing and pay his guns. I hope he will use this as a stepping stone to pay all the other affiliates. Pay them. Just pay them and get it over with. This guy says his justification doesn't even begin to make sense. He knew he had this big affiliate program running, yet he was never paying out on it. It wasn't automated, obviously. What part wasn't working properly other than his brain not realizing, hey, I haven't paid anyone out for months and then years? You know?
Well, because he doesn't care, bro. He wants
so
to
then
make
he
a
got
buck the quick way.
he got community noted on this one as well.
Oh no.
Coffee Brand Coffee has only publicly come out in response to multiple people claiming lost wages and a legal loophole requiring people must only file legal disputes in India. And this is an attempt to quell public outcry. Oh, buddy. So then he has, I've made contact with one former affiliate and have issued payment. Hopefully they will confirm here, but they don't have to. Obviously, I will go through the emails again tomorrow. I'm so very sorry. I had no idea the plugin wasn't working properly, and that falls on him.
Too late.
It's too late.
Too late.
Fuck you.
Too late.
So then it just gets to a whole other level now, where these DMs come out. Gabe Hoffman, Jewish multimillionaire hedge fund manager, producer of The Open Secret that ended a top Hollywood producer Files career, okay, comes out and says Jeremy Hambley, the Quarterings, mafia-style threats to ruin people's channels and income through false flags because he doesn't like people making fun of him, simply needs to be exposed. Sorry, Alyssa Clips, this must be done. So this is what Quartering messages to Alyssa Clips. Please take my video down. Wish you all the best. but it's just a straight rip. And I'm not trying to issue any strikes. Well, gee, Jer, wouldn't it be nice for you to practice what you preach and not steal other people's content for your fucking shorts? Now, mind you, this is an edited video that Return of the Mac and Cheese made, that Alyssa uploaded to her channel, that we're now going to go over on our show at some point this week. Probably not today because we don't have fucking time. But everybody's going to see this. More people are going to see this now because you wanted to take it down, okay? He says, I'm not trying to issue any strikes. I know a lot of people are cool with you clipping their stuff, but I am not. For the record, Ib didn't flag down that video, and I'm privately reaching out before I take action on yours because this is how I actually operate.
Okay, so how about
what
this,
a
Jer?
fucking
Then, Jer, you know what then, Jer? I hope everyone who's had their videos stolen by you flags you for copyright.
You know what I mean?
Because of this.
That's the thing. So you're going to, with one hand, steal everybody else's shit.
Yeah.
And then with the other, try and enforce your copyright ruthlessly on somebody who it's clearly is not trying to steal your income and your views, but is just trying to criticize and expose you through showing your own shitty behavior. What they're doing is they're holding up a mirror to you, and you want to break the mirror because you don't like what you see. It's your fault. What reflects there is a result of your own actions, buddy. So, by the way, this is how you actually operate? Yeah, this is exactly how you operate. You came to us and did the same mafia shit too. Listen, you're going to take down your videos about me, or I'm going to take everything from you. This is the same shit you did to us. This is the exact pattern of behavior. You haven't learned anything. You haven't changed since April. So why should we forgive you? Why should we move past this when you're still doing the same shit 4 months later? Still, what's wrong with you?
Look, yeah, people are cool with you clipping their shit. I'm not. Is everyone cool with you stealing their shit?
He goes around trying to strong arm everybody that makes fun of him.
Fuck him.
So Hoffman responds, goes, Jeremy Hambley totally rips off viral shorts from other creators. What are the oranges for? But someone making embarrassing clips from his content is a straight rip, which he believes justifies threats and flagging. This all this guy has.
Yeah.
That's all that he has.
Okay, chat. I checked his Twitter. He claims he's in the hospital with somebody. Very vague posty. Trying to make everyone feel bad for him. I don't believe it.
Jer is claiming he's in the hospital?
Well, everyone's spamming in chat. Check his Twitter. I did.
Well,
and
like,
no, his family member is in dire straits. Yeah. Right when our show started, by the way. He's in the hospital.
Come on.
Fuck off.
Come on, man.
Fuck off.
We're supposed to believe you.
Prove it. Show us the proof.
But by the way, it's none of our business who's in the hospital, your family member's health. This is the same stuff Review Tech USA tried to do. When he tried to use his children's health as a shield and stuff like this. Nobody feels bad for you, bro. That's your own personal business. Fuck off.
After threatening to fucking flag people, report people, and lawsuits, and now we're gonna, he's in the hospital.
But, you know, like, he wants to talk, right? It's like, how about you tell me what you want to talk about, huh?
Yeah.
How about you send and you go, listen, this is what I'm willing to do, and then maybe we'll hear you out. But I'm not getting entrapped by any of your bullshit 4D chess maneuvers. How about you publicly issue a statement apologizing for all of this bullshit, taking accountability for it, and laying out the steps that you're willing to take to make it right. And then maybe we can all move on from this fucking bullshit.
I want the main channel. I want the main channel.
He doesn't have control over it anymore.
No, Quartering.
Yeah, I know. Quartering doesn't have... He just fucked it. You want control of the Quartering channel?
I want the main Quartering channel.
I don't know. It's like, what can we even say? Like, what can he possibly do to make this situation right? I don't even know. Like, there's no way that he can make it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, continuing on.
Next one, right? Yep. There we go.
So he's then posts this, because he just can't help himself but try and control the narrative on everything. I politely asked someone, no, you demanded it, or else you are going to take action. It's like either your brains or your signature will be on the contract. You decide. That's what you did. I politely asked someone who uploaded a full copy or section of my video, is it a full copy or is it a section? There's a big difference, right? I did not flag them. I never even claimed it. Well, you threatened to, you fucking moron. So privately asking someone to take a video down is a mafia style threat now.
Yes.
Yes, it is. He goes, you're just proving how nice of a guy I am. It was Jeremy. It was blackmail. That's what you were doing. You were blackmailing this clip channel, bro. What's wrong with you?
We got that's got to be Kane here for a pack it up, saying having a lot of trouble having empathy for Alyssa at the moment.
Listen,
sorry.
I get it. Alyssa was caught gunt guarding, which was fucking disgusting and wrong.
Yes.
At the same time, she has a right to post clips of Jeremy Hambly. Okay. It's the same way a lot of people might disagree with the sort of content we make, the drama farming and maybe going too far with jokes and stuff like that. But we still had a right to make fun of Jeremy Hambly.
Yeah.
He didn't have a right to do what he did. It's the same situation here. He's a total fucking scumbag.
Mm-hmm. We got here, let's get through these. Cambridge Police 4563 for pack it up. The fact that Jer is getting locked up faster than EDP for this shit.
Oh my God.
Testament to America. God bless you, bitch. The Grim Feeder 88 for a pack it up. Let's go, white. Okay, I shouldn't scream that.
And whoa, buddy, how, like, what were you thinking, buddy? You gotta read before you speak. Joseph Vegas says he was subbed to Jer back in the days of Susie Lou and never watched or heard about him after that. He only ended up unsubbing when he heard everything. We've got here Sponge Jer Poop Pants. Ignore the phony baloney hospital cry. There is nothing the narcissist won't do to shift the focus of attention. That's what I'm saying.
That was kind of...
let's see here. Importer Exporter says they call him Jared Singh, the promise breaker. Threading the Sneedle says, hopefully, sorry for the confusion will work as well as when iDubbbz used it after the reveal that him and Anissa were getting revenue from Creator Clash 3. Well, here's the thing, right? Nobody is buying this. Nobody is going along with Quarterings narratives, and it's all crumbling. It's all falling apart, and he's getting piled on harder than ever before. And the more he lies and denies and downplays it, the worse it's getting for him. Yeah. The walls are closing in, and he deserves this. He really, really does. A fucking scumbag.
Next one. Yeah.
Okay. Then Gabe says, Jeremy unblocked me to respond, then deleted it.
Oh.
Yeah. Then Quartering in an act of infinite justice after threatening somebody else, then got another copyright claim on his account. He received a community guideline strike.
Very fair.
Well,
very fair.
So if we go here, we can see there he is getting a community guidelines copyright strike for that one. And he's got a bunch more copyright claims in the queue. So I think he's on his second community guideline strike on the Jeremy Hambly channel.
All his YouTube channels for
he may lose all of his YouTube channels for ban evasion, which would be very poetic, you know. All right, here we're in the miscellaneous folder where it is revealed that Jeremy Hambly, out of desperation, is buying advertisements again. So in addition to the latest copyright claim, I should also bring to your attention that several old videos are currently being rerun as paid ads. Jeremy Decline flags videos for which viewership has been dead, but then get a sudden spike. Because the baseline views for these videos are effectively zero, it lets us accurately see how many additional views a paid ad run results in. In addition, the Asmongold video from the 7th of August is being run as a paid ad.
The Asmongold video!
Yeah. We can't cleanly attribute ad-driven views to this because the video is so new, the ad views get entangled with the organic views.
Fair.
But you can check this out for yourself at germinaldecline.com. Videos, view velocity, and suspicious movement. And if you go into the Google Ad Center, you can see that Quartering is running ads on those videos. Okay, here we have Johnny Junker's cosplay.
What?
Bromance. The purest form of love. It says, our love is as pure as freshly fallen snow. really gay Snow.
Okay,
If we go to the next slide, we can see here, this is Johnny Junkers doing gay cosplay with his buddy.
That's
It
not
says
gay, is it?
The purest form of love,
Hey, Ash,
buddy.
Is this gay?
Mel's wife's gay.
Is that his hand
Well,
on
his
Johnny's
own
cock?
It is. His own mom considers this gay and has been making fun of him on social media. So we see here, he posted this himself. His mom says to him, the guys there all look like girl boys or Korean boys. Either one. Johnny says to his mom, I'm in that picture and you know I'm manly. And his own mother calls him a Korean boy.
Oh.
It's tough. It's tough.
There you go.
Next, we have some of these classics, Mel horror shorts here. Let's take a quick look.
How was your weekend?
Oh my God. Jeez. Okay, let's go to the.
Whoa.
There's one more. This one is fucking.
Buddy.
This would be an actual scary movie.
This is so good.
This
This
one
is so
terrifying. Hobo cop.
good. The trail of smears. There it is.
How was your weekend?
That's actually fucking crazy.
Isn't it, bro? Isn't it? Okay, so now we're finally on Jer's show from Monday, and he went live this morning. 2 hours in, he couldn't even reach a meager, measly 600 Rumble viewers. So he probably had less than 60 actual viewers, folks. Grim. Brutal. Okay, so here we have Jer's Monday morning stream. You can see, like, pretty much immediately, he's completely shell-shocked. He's completely buck-broken. By the way, he's now canceling his show for tomorrow on social media. Gee, I wonder why, Jer. Gee, I wonder why. He's definitely a medical emergency, guys, and not that he just got exposed to 10,000 live viewers, his scams and schemes and meltdowns over the weekend.
So, you know, like, it's just like when his wife went to the hospital. He was there every single day. He picked her up from the hospital. He, you know, oh, wait, no, he didn't do any of that.
That's how you know it's truly over and this guy's cooked, is when you start a live stream checking your pulse because you're having an anxiety diarrhea and fingering your neck gunt. Holy.
Good morning, all. Hope you're doing well.
Just no energy. His eyes, like, look how terrified. Like, he looks so scared. His eyes are so wide.
Look at this. His eye is popping out of his head.
It's bulging out of his fucking skull.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of news to go.
Lots to news.
Good start there, Jer. Really high energy stuff, buddy. Is it time to just log the fuck off or what? Seriously. Just leave. Just go.
Bye.
Through today, I got a double stream for y'all. I know this is not a regular time to stream.
Look at how felted he is. He's so felted. Like, his head is, you're going to see throughout this first minute, it just keeps going down lower and lower and lower till he's just staring right at the fucking floor.
Yeah.
He's so ashamed of himself after his humiliation, self-inflicted. It's the Sideshow Bob stepping on rake after rake after rake. That was his weekend. And now he has to come on here. Oh, it was a lot more than that. It would be like if Sideshow Bob also, like, diarrhea splattered all over the fucking ground, you know, pissed himself and then went to jail or so. You know what I mean? It'd be so, you know, like, he has to come out here and pretend like everything's okay. How was your weekend, guys? There's no viewers. There's no support. The chat's entirely trolls. You know, let's be real. They're not even trolls. They're just righteous critics. You know,
Ash, don't lie. You love a show that starts with a big yawn.
Mm-hmm.
A big.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
It's like, how about you do your text before the show? You know,
exactly.
Like extend the intro timer another 30 seconds and send your text, huh? He's a big, important business mogul.
We got a great show.
You know, it's
you know.
Yeah,
Hey guys,
you know. What do we know? What do we know? You know. That you're boring and a bum. Oh man.
You know.
I did not rewind that. That was
you
a
know,
double.
You know.
For
it was
nothing.
a double. It was a double. You know.
I'm rewinding
you know?
it. Let's hear that context.
You know.
Oh, what?
It's you know, an interesting time.
That doesn't mean anything. Like none of the words that he has just said convey any meaning at all. Look at how felt it is. Like I said, like he's just now completely staring at the ground like a boy in timeout, like a naughty school child in the corner in a fucking dunce cap, staring at the ground in shame, nose to the wall. That's what he's at. Look at him.
That's
Look at him.
crazy.
Let's see here.
Wake up!
Hey, you're live. Supposedly to thousands of people. In reality, there's less than like 400 people there at this point. This is beyond parody. Like this isn't a show. This is garbage, Jeremy. It's trash.
No, this is actually crazy.
Let us see.
Please, God.
See
help me.
what?
See what?
There's nothing happening.
Dare you fucking be?
Let's see.
Like he's just completely broken, man. Like he's almost in a catatonic state after the weekend, which, by the way, guys, was supposed to be a relaxing weekend spent with his wife. It's going to lead to, by the way, I haven't even brought this up on the live show yet. It's going to lead to, by the middle of this clip of this show, a complete midlife crisis where Jer expresses to us how much he wants to have children and how he's getting healthy in order to have kids. The question is, who the fuck are you going to have kids with?
Felton.
Your wife is like in her mid 40s and so are you. It's not happening. Are you going to impregnate? Is Maggie going to be the surrogate or what the fuck is happening here? Seriously.
When's the last time? Surrogate. No one's going to take his cum. except for his fucking belly.
Let's see. So,
go ahead.
Let's get into the news.
Oh my God.
Wow,
so low
what
energy.
an intro.
Bro,
No,
look at it. Look at his
chill.
eyes there. Look at how defeated he is. Look how sad he is. There's no light in those eyes. There's no soul there. This is a man whose spirit is leaving his body, whose will to fight is broken. We're breaking him. He's quitting on the stool. That's what tonight was. When I came out tonight and I gave the promo that I gave tonight, he had a fucking anxiety diarrhea. And he knew that he couldn't fucking match it. He knew he couldn't fucking hang. He knew he was in the deep waters and he was fucking drowning. He got busted up badly over the weekend and through the opening monologue of this program. He was in his corner and he quit on the fucking stool. He refuses to come out tomorrow and perform because he can't fucking handle it. Because he's a broken little fucking baby bitch who's crying the victim. Come out tomorrow on your show and defend your record and go through all of the controversies that we just went through and explain how you're totally guiltless on all of it and it's all made up by trolls. You can't, because even on this show, you're going to admit that the trolls were fucking right and that it's good to have critics like this. He's going to admit it, folks. That's how much we're breaking this man. He's referring to himself as Jer. He's calling himself Reek. He wants it to stop. He's waving the brown flag, that soiled white flag that he wiped his fucking ass with. He's waving it, folks. That's what it was. I'm in the hospital. Please pray for my family. A likely fucking story, Jeremy. A likely fucking story.
Biological men in the wake of Sophie Cunningham's storm. And
he can't even say his favorite waifu's name properly. He's so defeated that he's called Sophie Cunningham Sony Cunningham? Like, he called Sophie Sony.
Biological men in the wake of Sophie Cunningham's
Storm
and
man.
ex-NBA stars.
Cunningham.
He said instead of NBA star, he said NBA stare. He wants millions of dollars a year to read the news, by the way.
And in the wake of Sophie Cunningham's storm and ex-NBA stars declaring for the draft. It took...
Okay, that was wild.
That sentence he just gave up. He knew he could not complete it, and he just decided to mumble his way out of it like Joe Biden. Where you got Jared Biden's out here. We're going for the draft. We're going for the draft.
Man.
So embarrassing. So embarrassing. He shouldn't have been allowed to come out of the corner after this weekend.
No.
Melanie Mack should have thrown in the poo-stained fucking towel. Because he came out here today and embarrassed himself badly. Just took brutal fucking damage for no reason. And just to quit the next day. Just to quit. And the amount of days that he's quitting and taking off, do you guys see it's increasing? It's increasing at a rapid rate. Pretty soon this is coming to an end. We're never going to see the return of Luke. We're never going to see the return of Hannah Claire. He's not even going to make it through the summer, folks. He is quitting. He is giving up. I can tell. He's breaking.
Bring to the forefront to not just the fans.
The forefront.
Did you hear that? The forefront.
Claiming for the draft. It took pressing it will bring to the forefront to not just the fan. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham's coach.
Oh my God.
Oh, he just can't say Sophie's name there. It's Cunningham, Jer. Cunningham.
Bring to the
You'd
forefront.
figure you'd be able to say it since your last name's Hamblee, and you fancy yourself as a cunning person. He loves ham. But
Yeah, it does.
To not just the fan. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham's coach. Cunningham's
Cunningham's
comments have sparked protests.
Oh
saying
my
the
God.
WNBA is now being checkmated after former NBA players declared for the draft.
Oh my God.
Formaning. This was the first article he read. It was just a disaster. Like, he's clearly in no condition to be out there. I don't know if he's on pills, if he's drunk, or if he's just brain damaged, or if it's anxiety, or what's going on here.
You know what's crazy? So
he was clearly in no condition to read the news poorly on this day.
You'll see on the 2 p.m. stream, he was like wired. He took something. You'll see when we're there.
The WNBA is now being checkmated after former NBA players declared for the draft. Not only do they, not only do they.
Go ahead.
Not only.
Oh my God, it's 3 fucking times in a row. And then he just can't complete the sentence. Jer's rake for 50 subs.
Let's go. Big support.
But like, let's be real. At least when Joe Biden did this shit, right? He was 80 years old. Jer Biden isn't even 50 yet. And he's talking like a senior citizen with dementia. How does this even happen?
I don't know, man. That's crazy. But Jared's rake, you'll get a OG. Is it OG or the
you got the VIP badge. If he does another 50, if you do 100 total, you get both badges.
Remember,
just to let
in
people
settings, turn on your badges and they'll appear there when you refresh the page. Thank you guys so much. That's huge. I don't like it's on pause, by the way. This
is crazy.
Is he typing out like a prompt on Claude?
Jer, you're live. This is a live stream, sir. You're not in your goon cave doing pre-records, bud.
Jer.
Buddy.
Okay.
Wake up. Look at him. His eyes are just completely glazed over.
He's messaging his webmaster at fucking 9:30 in the morning. Or 10:30.
You got Hyper Alpha Lily for 5 subs. Let's go. By the way, Jared, despite your attempts to get us deplatformed here, we've now been placed on the front page of kick.com.
And we were number 2.
If you're
the whole
here
time.
and you're a brand new viewer, hit that follow button. You're going to want to watch this show because we're exposing the lies and the scams and the schemes of a poop pants cuckold who got away with it for far too long.
And by the way, Monday,
and
Wednesday,
now
Friday,
he's
we do a
mentally
bunch
broken and he's crying.
And we do variety stuff and have a lot of fun with the chat here. So thanks for watching.
We got Roswell the cat for 5 subs.
I texted Neon and told him, may you stop streaming so we can be on the front page? And he went, sure thing, bud. Thanks, Neon.
Absolutely.
How was everybody's weekend?
Okay, stop.
No, he said that after all of that, after like 2 full minutes of dead air, it felt like an eternity. He finally goes back to old reliable, his golden crutch. How was your weekend? You don't care about our weekend. Stop it. Get some help.
Fuck, dude. How was your weekend?
Mine was long and not restful at all.
Let's go! His weekend was long. It was miserable. It wasn't restful, but it was supposed to be a quiet, relaxing weekend with him and his wife spending quality time together, and it turned into a complete drunken meltdown, a total fucking seethe session where he was doing damage control the entire weekend. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the felted face he's doing. He's staring down at the felt. All of his chips have been taken. Pikachu for 25 subs!
Thank you, DS Pikachu. Let's go. Big support there. Did you go out? Did you
By the way,
crash
Fubear's
the
right.
fuck out?
Why isn't he wearing his workout clothes under his streaming shirt today? And he's a gym rat, you know? By the way, later on, Jared's going to tell us. Jared's telling us he works out 6 days a week, by the way, guys. That's the claim.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Shut
He's not a gym
the
rat.
fuck.
He's a gym cow.
There you go. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Woo!
All there's
That's
a lot
the
of
comedy you're subscribing for.
nonsense going on, but I got it all handled now.
Did you, Jared? I hope so.
Ash,
couldn't you have handled it before you went live? Like,
imagine being a millionaire, and then on Monday you're like, I had the longest, worst, brutal weekend, but I figured it out. And you're like looking down sad. Yeah.
Right. Just, you know.
Wait till you see the 2 p.m. show.
He should have extended the weekend since he's planning on doing that again anyway. Just extend the weekend. Make it a 4-day, 5-day. How about you just make it an endless weekend and just retire from YouTube and streaming and stuff like that, eh? Let's just make every day the weekend, yeah? Like every day is Saturday. That'd be good, yeah?
Something new every week.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. He's actually
it's
nuts.
like you fuck up in a new and unprecedented way every single week. By the way, he can't handle us covering him on the show, but he does things that ensure that I have no choice but to felt him for like 5 or 6 hours the next day. Like, had you not, by the way, I just want to spend my weekend relaxing, bro. I don't want to have to pull up my phone. Oh, Jared's crashing out again. Let me felt him again. And it's getting old. It's every week now.
Well, on Saturday.
On the regular.
I was super busy Saturday. Well, I wasn't busy, but I was having like a relaxing time. And then on Sunday, I'm hanging out with Psycho playing games. He's like, do you see what Jared did yesterday? And I'm like, what happened? He's like, Andy, go on Twitter. And I'm just like, at replies. And I text you, what the fuck? You're like, bro.
And, you know, taking the bulls by the horn, the bulls.
Bulls!
He's taking the bulls by the horn. He's taking the bulls by the cock after they plow his fucking wife. Look at him there, bro. Look at his raccoon eyes. Look at his sunken in, shell-shocked, soulless eyes. His will to fight is giving up. He's accepting his lolcow status in this moment. He's just coming to grips with it, that it's over.
Are those not
that he's
glassy
done.
eyes?
That he's cooked. There. Well, he's probably drunk. He's probably half in the fucking bag right now. He can't say Sophie Cunningham, even though he goons her every fucking night. You know what I mean? He can't even pronounce the name of his waifu. So you got to be pretty fucking tanked for that.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The bull by the horn.
He knows.
He's like,
He knows. He's like, get it? Because you know the bull fucks my wife. Do you get it? Whoa, he loves it. He loves being a lolcow. Look at him there. His face is lighting up with delight. Finally embracing his role. I was born for it, boss. I was born for it. He's become the geek. He's biting the heads off fucking chickens for booze in a dirty, stinking fucking cage. That's the fate of Mr. Hambly. Say the line, Jer. How was your weekend? I grabbed the bull by the horns. Do I get the whiskey now? Absolutely, Jer. Here, have your whiskey and piss yourself, you bum.
Ash, by the way, I have a buddy.
He's grabbing the horn of the bull and he's fucking milking it, buddy.
Ash, I have a friend who he watches our show, an IRL friend. He was at a wedding this weekend and he played How Was Your Weekend at the wedding party? And everyone jammed the fuck. Like, this is a banger. Like, no one knew it was AI.
Solid.
I'm not even kidding. I swear to God.
All right, bring it back. Let's hear Jer's like full lolcow moment here. This is some good shit.
Oh, that's got to be Kane for Pack It Up thing. Atreyu becoming the bull.
Becoming the bull.
Let's go. Thank you so much for your support.
You can clip that. Taking the bulls by the horn, the bull by the horn. You can clip that.
We did.
Oh, we sure did, buddy. Oh, don't you worry. It was clipped. It was clipped.
And just working now to get everything cleaned up. Apparently, there were some old affiliates of Coffee Brand Coffee.
What's going on?
Apparently, he hasn't paid his affiliates in years.
Are you
apparently?
Are you seeing what's happening?
He doesn't have any idea what the fuck he's doing because he's zoned out on fucking Zans, most likely.
Oh.
That never received their final payouts when we ended the program. I had no idea that was the case.
Oh my God.
So I'm reaching out to them and getting them paid.
What is he doing?
By the way, not only did he not pay them, but he also ended the program with no notice, completely unilaterally.
Yeah.
Maybe these people would have liked to have that source of income, but Jared just decided, fuck you. Oh, and by the way, you're not getting your last check on your way out the door. And also, you know, even though I know who you are and how to pay you, I'm not going to pay you until you ask me right now, even though this was years ago. Okay. Got
100% my fault. I didn't know, but
you did.
Now I do know. Jeremy feeding the trolls. Yeah.
Yes, he is. He admits it. Oh, bro, look at him there. Look at him there, man. He's done, man. He's not making it, man. He can't take this. He thought it would be all over on May 4th, but it didn't end. June 4th, July 4th, August 4th. It's not going to end, Jeremy. You get this, right? This is your life now. This is what you've decided. This is your life, man.
I did there too a little bit, but
that's
you talked
my fault. Grabbing a bull's horn, you know.
100%. Can't do it.
Of course it's your fault.
Get off your phone, bitch. Sorry.
What?
You know?
Yeah, now I have to listen to these retarded haters and their dumb 7-part fucking series videos about you not paying affiliates.
I love how Jerry's fans have no other choice but to listen to the haters.
They have to watch the haters.
They're forced, you know. Luther Morgan straps them down in a chair, Clockwork Orange does the Ludovico technique on these motherfuckers. And he's like, do you see? The coffee company is a scam. Do you see? I guess that's Red Dragon. We're mixing our metaphors and references here. But
by the way,
you guys get the drift.
A quick update for you, Ashton. You're going to like this. Movie Bob got married?
What?
Yo, check this out.
Movie Bob.
Sorry. I just saw
I think the real number of affiliates that didn't get paid was at most 3.
How do you know that? So if he knows the exact number of people he didn't pay, how come he can't just pay them? How come they have to come to him on their hands and knees and ask if he knows the number? I'm going to, by the way, venture to guess it's a lot more than 3, you know?
Yeah, dude, of course.
Able to reach last night and paid him out and gave him extra money on top of it. they should be paid. It doesn't matter if trolls brought it up.
Soapboxing, it's hundreds.
Trolls can be
see? Pause. So he goes, it doesn't matter. But just let him finish it. Hit play.
Useful. And I never obviously
So he goes, it doesn't matter that trolls brought it up.
No.
Trolls can be useful. No shit, Jer. Just because people are trolls or detractors or critics or whatever other term you want to use to dismiss them doesn't mean that what they're saying is wrong. In fact, when it comes to you, it's nearly all correct. It's pretty much all right. Because it all comes from your own mouth and your own contradictions and your own lies or publicly available documents that contradict your narratives, bro. So I'm glad that you finally admitted, by the way, that we're right, that Luther and the trolls were right all along. Maybe you can stop crying like a fucking baby now that you're being held accountable for your lies. How about that?
Yep.
Want to pay them, so I paid them and gave them extra money. So once I find these last two, once I get a hold of these last two, which I think I saw their emails.
You're right,
in there.
Steeltown. It wasn't even a troll. It was someone in his program that hadn't been paid. Look at him there. Look at him. He's struggling, bro. He's struggling.
That's a rough look, buddy.
Oh man,
you don't want to look like that on a Monday morning, dude.
That'll be cleaned up. Spent the weekend. We had all sorts of crazy links everywhere.
We had all sorts of crazy links out there. He didn't know what redirects were going on. I don't actually know what's worse. That you were knowingly and willfully breaking the law and scamming people with redirect links to skim commissions, or that you just didn't know you were breaking the law and scamming people for affiliate commissions.
I'll say this. It's equally as bad for different reasons.
Like, you're refusing to admit fault. Like, regardless of whether you knew or didn't know, clearly you did know, you're still responsible for this. It's still wrong what you did. There's nobody out there that thought that this was happening, and nobody wants this to happen to them. Nobody wants Jeremy to know what you're purchasing on Amazon and give him a percentage of what you buy on Amazon. No one consented to that, bud. That's fucked.
Going on, but I cleaned up all those.
Oh, you cleaned it up, so you were wrong.
Cleaned up
nice
the website. So it's good.
Mm.
It's helpful.
I cleaned up the website.
He just didn't notice all those Amazon payments, but
How do you set up the Amazon payments or the affiliate
the affiliate payments? You know what I mean? But you have no idea that this money is coming in.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
It's helpful to have the all-watching eye on you at times.
The all-watching eye.
You're welcome.
And every step you make, every move you make will be watching you. We're going to continue to watch you. We're going to continue to make fun of you. We're going to continue to point out your lies and your scams until you leave the internet. Or at bare minimum, apologize.
Give us the main channel.
Like Doom Craig Marine says, it's crazy how easily so much of this could be at minimum calmed down by just apologizing. Literally just apologizing.
Well,
but he can't. Listen, we've got this guy under a felt opticon. It's a panopticon surveillance state on
There's no apology, bro. Sorry. There's no you took away our editors, income,
livelihood. You took away our reach on YouTube.
Fuck you.
You fucked us over. Fuck you. But it's not just about us. It's about a ton of other people that he fucked over. Yeah. Luther, Mikey, Rantman. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to make this right, really. But you could at least try, you scumbag. Camelot, Bearing.
Unpaused, by the way.
Let's see.
Dankula, he fucked over.
Right, let's get to the next story.
We're all
Alyssa,
devils.
He's threatened.
We're all Satan,
Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, Stuttering Craig, he went after.
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on, Jer. What was that, buddy?
Here we go.
Yellow Flash, Smash JT.
The race wars are here.
Are they, bud?
Let's go.
Are they? Oh, hey.
Finally, on the big.
Finally, the race war.
You're excited for it, Jer?
Race war.
I don't think he'd make it.
Let's go, guys.
To you?
We got the race war.
Your skin is your uniform, Private Hamblin. Like, buddy, he's gonna pick up a rifle and go into the inner city, is he? Shut the fuck up, Private Hamblin.
The race war will save the business.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Screen. Caitlin Clark's and
Is he
Sophie
gonna buy
Cunningham.
a race war veteran hat? He couldn't say the name again. Let's bring it back.
Here, finally, on the big screen, Caitlin Clark's and Sophie Cunningham's own coach.
Oh my
By the way,
God,
no
how
sh-
hard
no
is
chill,
it to
just
say
let you guys know I
Cunningham?
spent the-
But hold on, he goes no shill but. You're about to shill. Like, how dare you say no shill but, and then you pull up this shit to shill it? Like, just shill it. What's wrong with you? He got all self-conscious because he's getting exposed and felted on a
The funny
regular
thing is,
basis.
you'll see later at 2 p.m. Now it's weird. It's obviously edited in a way that it's hard to tell, but he goes from Rumble Wallet to Coffee Brand Coffee, presents the next topic for a minute, and back to Coffee Brand Coffee in a row.
Well, by the way, like, he's acting like Sophie Cunningham's name is like Gurja Ramtala Singh or some shit like this.
Yeah.
It is a pretty easy name.
Yeah, exactly.
Weekend updating Coffee Brand.
Wait.
By the way, no chill. Just to let you guys know, I spent the weekend updating CoffeeBrandCoffee.com's website. Everything should be all updated and working there.
So you've been promoting this website
So it wasn't
for years.
working before? It was fucking broken? Like, that's
What?
my reaction. Look at his face. Look at his face, man.
Dun, dun,
Like,
dun,
we're not
dun,
impressed.
No.
That don't impress me much. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So you fixed your website that should have worked. CWC.
Is that a sticker? You guys want that sticker? Jerry, look at him, man. He looks so unimpressed. He looks so tired. Let's make it happen. Let's see some subs for the Jer sticker. We got Kino Grove for 1,000 kicks. Says, if we're being honest, he made an affiliate into a troll by screwing them. He is still breaking Amazon's rules for Coffee Brand Coffee URL, i.e. impersonation.
Wow.
Whoa, buddy.
Jail.
Lock him up.
No
By the way, we got Jeremy Hambeast for a gifted sub as well. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, this is a free one, folks. You get the Jer. It's over.
So Jersh Murphy says, in order to get the adult videos on Jack Murphy, a guy that was into fat, hairy men offered them to Jeremy in exchange for nudes of Jer, and this is what Jer said. There's no way he actually said that. Holy buddy.
I believe it.
But I wouldn't be surprised, would you? I wouldn't even be surprised.
You can save 5% off any item in our catalog except Roaster's Choice.
5%?
By subscribing and saving.
How generous, sire. 5%.
The 50 cents. You could save a quarter on...
Thing is working great. So check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. Support the show. Keep caught up on, everything.
Wait, did he? Hang on.
Support the show. Keep caught up.
Oh, I thought he was showing porn there.
on,
stuttering.
Everything. Let's see here.
Go ahead. What are you doing? He's breathing with his mouth.
Yeah.
What's
he
wrong
sounds
with
thirsty
him?
too, right?
He's
like
dazed and confused. Look at him. He's not right. He's clearly sick. There's something not quite right with this guy.
What's going on?
He's zoned out, man. He's
next story
disassociating. Why is it not already ready?
Is there like a tab you can have it?
Look at him. Now he's fingering his neck
scrambled
gun
egg
together.
story. That's always a good
Oh,
one.
this is
The
keto.
scrambled egg story, folks. Okay, here we go.
Thank God. Thank God I needed my scrambled egg update.
Get ready for your breakfast news. It's like when Irate Gamer did the breakfast rant. Breakfast is ruined.
I actually fucking remember that somehow.
Oh my
Well,
God.
lots of news today. Let me check in with chat. How y'all doing?
We got Hunch Bomberman for a sub.
Let's go.
Jer, are you losing
Jer.
weight?
Wait, is he opening
Buddy, I love how
a
he's now
barbecue
answering
sauce?
to Jer. So apparently his
He's got
fan
barbecue sauce. He's opening
is that
a
a fucking no way. Yeah, he's got barbecue sauce in his hands there. He's gonna drink the barbecue sauce right from the container on air. I know it's a Zen. It's a Zen. It looks like a fucking. It looks like one of those McDonald's barbecue sauce though.
Sweet
You
and
feel the
sour,
top
right?
off, the sweet and sour or whatever. But now this guy calls him Jer, and he's answering to Jer like it's his name now. So he's getting like Kunta Kinte, Buck Broken, Reek levels of Buck Broken at this point.
Jer. Oh, someone said it's barbecue flavored Zen. Yeah, I'll
That makes sense.
Jer, are you losing weight? Yes, I'm down 16 pounds so far.
Liar!
Since starting keto. And now this week I'm working in more weightlifting.
The public reload of the Zen is crazy.
Does anybody believe him?
No.
You know, I don't know why he's even bothering to say this stuff.
And cardio.
I could bench press 400 pounds, folks.
My knee,
listen
my
to
knee
this.
got the seal of approval.
Did it?
What?
So we have that. So I'll be able to do cardio. I'll do cardio on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll do weightlifting.
Okay, so he's claiming that he's working out 6 days a week, 3 days of cardio and 3 days of lifting.
Yeah.
When he was completely sedentary, couch bound, 400 pounds 2 weeks ago. There's just no way that that's true, man. And if he was doing that, he's going to quit very quickly because he's going to burn himself out so fucking fast. He's going to be so sore. But none of this is even happening. Like, he can't even make the fib believable. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm heading once a week, twice a week.
Yeah.
He has to immediately say he went to 6 days a week at the gym.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Love Zach, but it annoys me. Completely ignores Rumble.
So he's seething
I'm not
at
gonna comment.
Asmongold now? Like,
He ignores
okay.
Rumble? Who cares?
Yeah, he's saying that Asmongold has to acknowledge Rumble.
Why?
Like, he doesn't have tens of thousands of live viewers across multiple platforms. Like, he can't even probably keep up with his Twitch chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Let alone the fucking Rumble chat.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jer thinks that he has a responsibility to do this.
Any specific content creator, I have an issue with people who not an issue, but I wish people that multi-stream, I think
Okay, you don't have any say in what people should do while streaming.
He's going to go around. By the way, he's going to be able to go around and police other people's behaviors in the space.
Okay.
But then nobody can call him out on anything they disagree with him with.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
everybody should multi-stream.
What?
Like, I wish people that multi-stream, I think everybody should multi-stream.
No.
Like,
Okay.
if you're a streamer and you're not streaming to Rumble, you're missing out on, what, 20 million unique viewers?
Not a fucking chance.
Thank you. We're good. Thank you. I love Kick. All right. 20 million. Wait. Ash, if 20 million people see you and you only have 600 viewers, is that a win?
It's just ridiculous, man.
Like that,
Rumble is by far the smallest of all of the streaming sites that
Yeah.
exist right now.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
far.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a streamer and you're not streaming to Rumble, you're missing out on, what, 20 million unique viewers or something like that?
I thought he was going to say, you're missing out on what, $20 a show?
You know?
I don't know how big the site is anymore.
Bro, he's like staring off into space, 1,000 Island Jer here, isn't it? Like, he's just seen the shit in his toilet bowl and he's struggling, pal. He's seen some shit in his time. This is PTSD. This is tough. We're witnessing a man unravel in real time.
No, it's a P.
His mouth open, like he just got his nose busted in a boxing match or something. Breathing fucking heavy through his mouth, eyes agape, just shell shocked, man.
No, I said he doesn't have PTSD as PSHIT.
But if you're gonna stream somewhere, you should read the chat.
I've been looking at chat. Okay,
no,
here,
everybody reads their fucking chat.
Puts pictures
but
of
like
me.
in the specific case of
the
specific case of Asmongold, he can't even read one of his chats, let alone all 3 or 4 of them.
Right?
Like, get a grip.
Who wants to watch 20 million people typing at once? Well, that would be impossible. I'm saying there's a whole pool of people that are official.
What this? How about we just read when we want to read? And by the way,
Falstaff's right. He does read chats and he pulls them up on screen. Like Asmongold's doing his best out there. You know, it's not good enough for Jer.
So when I was editing Jer, he read what 2 chats today at 2 p.m.
You know what I mean?
Fuck off. Now, to be
it's
fair,
his role to go out there and teach streaming etiquette to Asmongold, as though Asmongold has anything to learn about streaming from one of the worst live streamers of all time.
Right?
One of the least successful live streamers ever. Yeah, I'm sure.
You know.
By the way, wouldn't our chat love to hear us just read chat the whole show? I love you guys, and you're funny as fuck sometimes, but we have to do a show as well, and people would be mad if we just read chat all. They want it? Okay.
There are unique viewers on Rumble.
Are there? Like, when you have to say that, like as though it's not a given, that's a tough place for a site to be. No, I swear there are actually unique viewers here. No, really.
Yeah. But he said it like a question. He went, there are unique users on Rumble? I don't know.
I thought about metal detecting. My wife bought me a nice metal detector, but I mean, it was nice 4 or 5 years ago.
Why do you think... What? He's such an ungrateful piece. He always has to have the newest, the shiniest, the most expensive, the bestest. So your completely unused metal detector from 5 years ago that you probably spent $1,000 on is no good because it's been sitting in the drawer for 5 years. It's a fucking metal detector. What advances can they have really made in the last 5 years in metal detection?
Bluetooth
for like
to the phone.
You know, for obvious what are we doing here? But by the way, why do you think your audience cares about you going out and using a metal detector? Like,
Ash,
fuck.
If he does a metal detecting Wednesday fucking podcast, I'm gonna lose my mind. Jared, could you go to the beach on one? Oh,
do you think he's gonna drop his vlog tomorrow, or is he gonna give up on the vlog channel?
No. He's gonna drop a
finished,
vlog, not a vlog. But
Soko Pepper for 5 subs as well.
Support.
When she bought it, I assume it's still pretty nice.
Wow!
Oh my god, nice stutter there,
Flower
Jerry.
Gold Wizard.
This is crazy.
This is in Wisconsin. Oh, is that a creator?
What?
I mean, look at me. I'm still morbidly obese.
Yeah,
that's right. You're fat. You're a big pig. You're a ham roast.
So, you know, for me, the weight loss has slowed down.
Oh, there it is. There it is, folks. It never even began. You know, that's the truth. But he's like, listen, it slowed down. Yeah, we know. You never lost any weight. He's probably gained weight from his binge at the state fair this weekend.
The last week he was talking like a gym rat.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was just like, stop.
But I'm thinking that.
And by the way, he is at a weight where you should burn it off. 100 pounds should be in a few months. Like, just like every day if you're working out and eating proper, right? It doesn't slow down when you're 400 pounds to 393.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, stop it.
That's because, you know, I'm building muscle with the weightlifting, and that's kind of...
No, you're not building...
Oh, so it's all muscle?
So Jeremy believes that he's putting on pounds of lean mass.
You know how long that takes?
In 2 weeks.
Lean muscle? It doesn't come in 2 weeks, bro.
No. It's a long process.
Yeah.
You know?
Countering that, ruthlessly mocked. I mean, freezing your eggs at 36 is like starting a 401k when you're 75.
So, by the way, he's going to talk about how he wants to have kids. Well, your wife is in her 40s now. So how is this going to work, bro? Are you going to use a surrogate? Well, you were talking about how surrogacy was demonic just last week. So I don't know. Like he's like talking about how AOC is a loser for waiting so long to have kids. Whatever, right? She hit in the wall. She empty egg carton. Whatever you get. These are pretty standard talking points. But then he, in the middle of it, starts being like, well, I sympathize with her because I want to have kids, but my wife is eggless. Like, let's just listen.
Instead of freezing your eggs at 36, maybe have a kid.
Why didn't you?
Yeah. How dare you?
But why doesn't he practice what he preaches?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Squad rep, we'll get to the mockery in a second. By the way, I revamped coffee.com.
Oh my
God.
God.
Here we go.
Everything is now working. Everything on the site.
Hey guys, the site I've been promoting
Hey guys,
for a year.
the site, it works now after 4 years in business, almost 5 years in business. This isn't a flex. This is the bare fucking minimum, man. Oh my God.
You can subscribe and save 5% off. If you want to purchase it, you can subscribe and save 5%.
Okay. I don't know if he says it in this one, but at 2 p.m. he'll say the craziest thing I'm not going to spoil. You're going to lose your mind.
Or you can do a one-off purchase.
Then watch this one.
One-time purchase or subscribe and save, whatever you want to do. And it all works. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay. Ash. Oh my God. Remember what he just said there. It all works. Okay?
I'm sure.
And wait for the next clip. Oh my God. I can't believe he said that here.
Check it out. Look, I'll be fair as a 43-year-old man who still wants to have kids. You know, I
so
don't
you're
wanna
delusional. You're like, you know what I mean? Like you're married. So like, are you going to get rid of your wife who's also in her 40s? Like, what are we doing here? Did you make any preparations for this? Like this fucking ridiculous, like octogenarian pregnancy or whatever the fuck? Like, what are we talking about here? This is insane.
It just works. Jer Howard.
hating on,
What happened?
her trying to get pregnant later in life. That's fine. You know, like I'm going to end up being one of those older parents.
Are
and
you?
I will be more financially, set when I have kids. And
my brother here is 43 years old, having made millions and millions of dollars, and he still doesn't think that he's financially set enough to have a kid. Whose fault is that, Jer? You're still not in a financial position to have kids.
Oh my God.
Really?
Dude.
So it's over. You're just completely fucking broke. You're completely fucking destitute. Because there's brokies in government housing pumping out 5 fucking kids. You know what I mean? But Jeremy Hambley can't fucking afford to have a kid at 43. What a fucking bomb.
He lives in a mansion.
I will be more mature. I wasn't mature enough in my 20s. I wasn't even mature enough in my 30s.
Okay, so he's talking about he's not mature enough to have a kid by 43. Sir, you're not going to magically have this jump in maturity between 45 and 50? What are we doing? Buddy, you're a finished product at this point. You basically are who you are at this point, man. Like, what are we talking about here? This is insane.
Going out partying every night is not a good, behavior.
You were going out and
for
partying every night in your but you weren't.
Well, partying means casino and strip club.
But yeah, what he means by partying every night is in reality he was sitting in his basement getting drunk out of his mind, pissing on the floor while his wife went to pizza without him. That's what partying every night meant. This guy wasn't out there actually living it up. It never happened.
No.
Just isn't. By the way, I want to give a huge shout out to Rumble Wallet right now.
Jeez, that's low
I do
energy.
want to get back to doing these morning streams because I feel like a lot of times.
Okay, so
by 1
now
o'clock,
we're back to the schedule cope, and he really wants to do these morning streams. Why did you stop? Well, because nobody was watching and nobody was donating, and it was a complete waste of time. Once again today, you went live. Nobody watched. Nobody donated. It was a complete waste of time. You embarrassed yourself. And look at the face. Look at your face, man.
It's already, a lot of kind of old, the news is already old. You've already seen everybody talk about everything that's going on.
Really? Does everyone wake up at 8 a.m. to watch
and
the
they've
fucking
already watched like
political-
4
who gives
shows
a
on
shit?
Rumble? Like, this ridiculous.
And by the
Jeremy.
way, if they're watching a show in the morning, what makes you think they're going to change that show
we're
to
back
your show?
to the same. We're back to the same old excuses again.
Yeah.
Like he
Ridiculous.
just cycles them now. Cycles the same excuses.
Jeremy, nothing will mature you like having kids. You're right.
Whoa,
You're right about that.
That's a crazy
I'm a
thing,
fan of
by
people-
the way, is at this point, 43 years old, you're still a man-child. So you're throwing a Hail Mary that by bringing a kid into the world, you're suddenly going to get your shit together? No, you're not. And you're bringing an innocent being into this world and setting them up for failure because you're going to be a shitty fucking parent, all in the hopes of like saving your dying marriage or becoming a mature man. It's so selfish and irresponsible. Like, he should just fuck off.
Having children in their young adulthood, but there's nothing wrong with having kids later. They're a challenge in both scenarios. They're just different. I think that's a very fair way to put it.
Okay.
I think that's a very reasonable way to put it. The one drawback, it's something I've been thinking about. It's really the reason I'm trying to get healthy.
Come on,
You've
man.
had 19
But
zins.
you're not trying to get healthy. Like, you can all see you're fucking dying. You were definitely wasted this weekend, probably slamming fucking food truck food at the fair into your blowhole at an exponential rate. Well, you haven't lost any fucking weight. You aren't exercising. The way you're talking about your exercise routine guarantees you definitely didn't fucking exercise. You didn't immediately go to 6 days a week. That didn't fucking happen. Okay. You're sitting here trying to piss on our hand and tell us it's fucking raining, man. And now we're talking about you having fucking kids and it's going to mature you and it's going to fix your life. No, it's not, man. And by the way, like, the damage is done. You've been a fucking 400-pound whale now for like 20 years. You fucked yourself up. Like, you can try and fix it, but you're not going to live much longer, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, I want to be able to keep up with a toddler. And in my current physical condition, I won't be able to do that.
Wait, how many sins did he have?
He
on
throws
this
as many
episode?
tantrums as a toddler does. He
More-
poops his
more.
pants like a toddler. You know
I'd
what I mean?
say-
Probably more often. He cries like a fucking toddler. Like,
is it zin after zin? It's like, I want to
what
be
this
healthy.
this is like a midlife crisis, isn't it? Like, after what happened over the weekend, then it's like out of nowhere he's gonna have kids. I think what probably happened this weekend, he promised we're gonna spend time together, and then he like got wasted and spiraled about fucking drama on Twitter to her all fucking weekend. And then she's like, this isn't fucking working. And then Jared's like, oh, okay, I'll give you a kid like you finally wanted. It's like, this isn't going to fix anything, nor is it even possible. Like, or it's just like this Hail Mary cope. It may not even be any of that. It may just be a Hail Mary cope to the audience to try and get them to like support him because he's going to have a kid. It's like, this isn't going to happen.
Would have been easy in my 20s. Would have been easy in my 30s. So now that's really what's driving me, working hard, get into shape, because, you're going to be 60 at the kids' high school graduation.
You're not going to live to 60. Like, be honest.
I would greatly appreciate that. I'm moving everything kind of to centralize on coffeebrandcoffee.com. Because there are so many weird links out there. And so many
I think
issues.
the reason, what do you mean so many weird links? They were your links.
They were
Take
your
responsibility
link that you
for the
sent to
scam
people.
that were your links that you harped on everybody to type in. Come on, Jared.
Come on, dude.
Come on. By the way, the reason you're moving all this shit to the website is because you're worried you're going to lose your Amazon account. That's why. That's why you're canceling shows, having panic diarrhea and melting down. It's because you're worried you're going to lose your Amazon, you're going to lose your YouTube, you're going to lose fucking everything, and you're going to have to go back to the real world and work a real job like everybody else. But you've been used to the gravy train for so long that it's learned helplessness, right? So this is the reality of your situation. It's sad.
Pathetic.
I'll manage it in one place. Obviously, you can still buy via Amazon or Walmart. It's all the same to me, but
is it? Because you told us that you'll
what
make
do you guys
more
get
on
up to
Walmart.
this weekend? Well, like I said, I will have another full stream at 1 p.m. Eastern too, with all new topics. All new
We got
topics.
Joseph here says he had a major stroke at 9 and Jer functions worse than he does, and he has 2 kids. Good luck, Jer. Oops, I meant give up. Yeah, no doubt.
I think I probably have 7 or 8 topics for the main quartering channel and 5 or 6 topics for.
By the way, 6 of his topics at 2 p.m. were all Candace Owens related in different angles of it. I think he said Candace Owens over 200 times today at 2 p.m.
Isn't that an obsession? And shouldn't he leave her alone?
I know.
I guess not, eh?
Jeremy Ham.
He gets self-felt. You'll see.
Channel.
Let's finish this.
Then right after stream today, right back to customer service emails at Coffee Brand Coffee
Sorry.
to work through that.
Back to the. How many customer service emails can you possibly have?
Probably 10,000
for a coffee that he never sells.
No,
like
let's just say it's not real customers, probably, right?
Because once I get through the final, I think there's like 96 emails in there. I'll get through all.
He's got 96 more emails to go, huh? How many of them do you think just call him a cuckold and a poop pants?
Probably 95 of them.
You know what I mean?
Those today, and I'll be all caught up. And then, customer service emails. I looked. We get like 2 or 3 a day. Maybe.
Okay, then how did you get so far behind on it
So
that
you
there were
haven't
hundreds
answered for like 4
in years?
months? Like, what do you
like what are we talking about here? Oh my god, what an image.
Wait, is that a fucking sticker, dude?
It's close.
Special Jer?
SOT Wolf says Lord Fuckwad makes a good point. How could his kid's destiny be anything other than YouTube fodder? Well, if you remember his point towards what was his name that aborted his kid with Down syndrome,
Juggernuggets.
He said that you could have farmed the kid for content for 18 years. That's what Jer said. He said they could have done like live streams of the kid to make money. Like that's actually how his mind works. So there's no doubt if Jeremy had kids, he would immediately start filming them and create his own like Shay Carl style channel.
He wants his wife to have a child at 45
to save the grift.
No, so the kid has a higher chance of being.
Oh yes.
Yep. the Jer-tards.
Well, Mostly Harmless is right. Mostly Harmless got a good point here. They spent their entire 20s and 30s repeating the lefty dink shit to every single family member and were insufferably smug about it. Flexing how they could have all these cars and this big house because they were double income, no kids. I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're usually just like people telling me to kill myself. So
it's not. Oh no! It's tough, buddy. Is that they tell you that every day, bud?
Dude.
It's not a big deal. We work.
Is it though? Isn't it though? Like you were just complaining about like radicalized terrorist syndicates,
not a big deal.
And now it's not a big deal. They're just, telling you to end it. Okay. Yeah. Not a big deal. Yeah.
Really hard. I want to give a shout out to Steven and Ben, my designer and
why is he doxing his
editor
staff
who had to become de facto webmasters over the weekend. And I also want to give a huge shout out. I don't know if he wants to be named because psycho trolls like harassed my last webmaster.
Hold on. So there's psycho trolls harassing the webmaster, but then you mentioned the first names of your editor and like designer. What? Like, look at him here, man. He's so tired. Like he's so defeated.
Tired, boss.
What a fucking loser, man.
But a viewer of the channel did all of the heavy lifting. He came in.
What? So
with him, with Jared, it certainly is heavy lifting. Yeah.
He had to have a viewers like a slave on the plantation.
Yes.
Like, okay,
Yes.
Master J, I'll fix your
We got
website.
Quarterlist says, remember when he said he wanted to start over, get a 2-bedroom apartment, and find a woman in her 20s? That's still his plan. That's sad.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
At the last second and really save my bacon. And
He loves fucking
his
bacon.
ham.
Yeah.
Hambley's ham was saved on that day. For sure.
he's still refusing to let me pay him, but I'm trying to wear him down.
Whoa,
you're trying to weigh him down.
Oh,
you figured that'd be pretty easy for a man of your girth to weigh someone down. Fuck, this guy must be a strong man. He must be like half Thor Bjornsson or winner of the Arnold Classic or some shit to be able to lift you effortlessly. Holy fuck.
Listen, take the $10, please.
Maybe I could send him some free coffee or something. Like, if you do something, you should get paid, even if you're trying to help out. That's my opinion.
Except for your affiliates who you scam.
And answer.
Yeah,
by the way, that sniff is getting fucking nasty, isn't it?
Man. Yeah, it is. It is.
If you're trying to help out. That's my opinion. Maybe Asmongold will react to this video and answer it. I don't know.
Why would he? What do you mean? Like,
what? Like Asmongold doesn't even know who you are.
Yeah,
like,
well, he knows, but like vaguely.
He's like delusions of grandeur. Yeah, he is turning into DSP, like praying that Asmongold saves him.
Pretty sure he hates me like everyone else on the internet, but who knows? I will this week.
That's tough, bro. He's so negative now. Like, he's so down on himself. Like, you can tell he's hurting. You can tell, guys, he's breaking down. When he's admitting that everybody on the internet hates him, including Asmongold, who's supposed to be on his side politically, that's an admission that it's not just like the woke left that are after him, right? It's him admitting that everybody knows he's a piece of shit and hates him by default. That's tough, Jer, isn't it?
Start uploading my VODs, my full-length VODs to X to test if there's any kind of payout for that. I don't know if there will be, but I had to turn the April. A lot of people notice that like I'm sniffing a lot.
Yeah. What's up with that? Look at him there, man. He looks fucking
because
sickly.
My house is really dry.
His house is dry.
A likely story, Jer, that your house is dry. I don't think so, Jer. I think you're putting something up that nose of yours, buddy.
You lit a fire alert. His wife is dry. Sorry, okay.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, the desert dry Wisconsin. It's not humid at all in Wisconsin,
And I'm going to try to turn the April air back on today.
The April air? What does that mean, Jer Biden? Does anybody know what he meant by that? He's trying to turn the April air on. What?
Let me Google. Ash. Guess what April air is?
It's a humidifier, huh?
Okay, let's look at the Elite Pro.
It's a brand of dehumidifier.
Guess how much the humidifier is?
Is it $2,000?
It's 3,500 Canadian.
So it's like $2,000 American. Holy fuck, Jer.
To be fair, there is a 2,200 version of it.
Well, he bought the most expensive one and he never even turned it on one time.
I swear to God.
I don't know if that's the issue, but I looked up online and hopefully...
Stop changing the fucking tabs, dude.
I looked up online.
It's giving me fucking a seizure,
hopefully, hopefully...
Oh my God, help me.
That's what it is. Because otherwise I'll have to go see like an ENT or something like that and see what's going on with my sinuses. Jeremy Coke. It's not Coke.
Listen, when you have to say it's not Coke and then you sniff like that immediately afterwards, it's not a good look, is it?
I'm going to just say this as the resident ex-Coke head. It's not Coke. It's literally...
It's Xanax!
There's no way it's Xanax starting Xanax. Let's not put shame to the cokeheads in the audience.
They're saying it's Phenibut. Whoa, buddy.
Listen.
That's what they're saying in chat. I have no idea.
If he's doing coke, it's the weakest coke of all time.
I don't think, well, like, that's the thing is, it's like, wouldn't he have a little bit more energy and be a little bit more talkative than this?
Exactly.
Holy fuck. His eyes do look
It's Afrin.
Trademark stuff.
Why do you have to handle your trademark stuff on air on your live stream?
You gotta get some trademark
What?
stuff done with Walmart.
You couldn't wait.
The pool's getting serviced right now, so the dogs are going
pool's
berserk.
getting serviced.
So
I'm sure
by the bull.
Yeah, it's getting served. Something's in for service.
That I'm gonna take a break for an hour, and we'll be back at 2 p.m. Eastern for our regular stream. I hope you enjoyed this extra morning stream. We'll probably do extra morning streams tomorrow and Wednesday too.
Let's go.
Well, that was a lie. He's already preemptively canceling tomorrow because he's been caught tonight. Oh my fucking God.
It's wild. It's wild, bro. I'm telling you.
All right, let's just listen. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. We're at 671 votes for yes, 592 votes for no.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Let's just do it. It's over.
Okay. There we go.
Good day, everybody. Happy Monday. Although I'm sure it's not exactly happy for most people who have to go back to work.
Oh, it's not a happy Monday for Jer. Suffer Jer. He's got a case of the Mondays. He's sad. His weekend is done. His flame of hope extinguished. He's suffering.
Another Jared thing coming in?
What's happening? Did something else happen with Jer?
Coffee on his thing 1 hour ago. I personally, Jeremy, finally cleaned everything up. I replied to every one of the 300
Did you
emails.
clean it up, buddy? Did you clean it up? Clean it up, Jan.
And I
clean up on aisle 9.
Wait. So he went to the ER, but now he's managed to find every unpaid affiliate and issued payments with bonuses.
Wow, Jeremy, you managed to find every single affiliate conveniently after we called you out in front of 10,000 live viewers and pay them out. Almost as though you didn't need them to come crawling on their hands and knees and ask you to get paid. Almost as though what Luther and us were saying the whole time was true. You could have paid them immediately. Why didn't you?
All while at the ER?
By the way, does he have proof of this? Does he have proof that he did this?
No, it's just
you know what I mean?
Don Florian D tweet. I'll retweet his post right now. There you go.
Right. I mean, listen, if he did do that, good on him, but it shouldn't take everybody having to tell you to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it proves the excuses this weekend were bullshit also. All right, let's continue.
Ash.
They're saying the volume is really low or something.
Yeah, no, I was a bit too low. ER, it actually stands for the eating room.
Okay.
A long day. I usually end up doing multiple streams to get caught up on all the news.
No, you don't usually do multiple
streams.
streams. Like, he's so full of shit. You know?
Eating room.
It's from the coffee company, and it's just a long day. It starts at about 6 a.m. and ends at about 1 a.m. But
what?
He works from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m.
I'm sure he's working 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. all day long. Like, working includes scrolling Twitter, eating food, taking a dump. You know what I mean? Watching TV. Like, just shut the fuck up, man. Just shut up.
Once you get through Monday, the rest of the week is generally pretty much downhill. So I'm hoping that, we'll get through another Monday and hang out with all y'all.
Isn't that more like Wednesday, like hump day? Like, then it's downhill? Like
No.
Monday, the week is just starting.
You wake up and it's downhill from the minute.
Well, his life is going downhill. Listen, I don't think he's making it to Friday, folks. I think he's waving the brown fucking towel, waving the brown flag of surrender, whatever the fuck.
Render.
Doing?
How you doing?
How you all doing? Double stream today. Yes, new stream. I accidentally used the same thumbnail, but different topics.
What a buddy. Use the same thumbnail, you goof. Holy.
Buddy, this one is so funny. He fucking gets felted so many times here.
Hope you're doing well.
I bet.
We're doing good, bud. Thanks.
Aren't burritos explosive? I think that's kind of been the... Like, eating a Taco Bell has always been a crapshoot.
Yeah, for you, I'm sure it has been, Jer. A real crapshoot all over the walls of your bathroom and in the bowl of your toilet. No doubt it's been a crapshoot, bud.
Chat, guess what his first topic is about? It's two of his favorite things combined into one subject.
X-Fire in the Sky says he's at work on Mondays. He gets asked all the time how his weekend was, and he has to hold back a giggle. Thanks, Jer. Thanks, Jer.
I always laugh about that, too.
Quite literally. Ba-doom-tsh.
You're going to show
But...
Fuck yeah.
You know, I'm hoping that, you know... You all survive the weekend, all right, and that I can help.
I hope you're all
if we
alive.
if we didn't survive the weekend, we couldn't be listening to you right now. Like Jer's at the point where he just lacks the mind because he was trying to survive the weekend. He was on the verge of death from all of his failures this weekend, and it stressed him into the grave. So he just assumes that everybody else may have died the weekend as well.
You know it's bad when it goes from "How was your weekend?" to "Did you survive the weekend?"
Did you survive the weekend, sailor? Oh, fuck.
Get you through the next hour or so with
oh, man, it's hour to hour out here for the Jared Dents, man. Mega Crack and Mike is having a tough go. He's hour to hour, you know, like, does he take the path of the rope or not? You know, it's tough.
You can always go back and rewatch the VOD. It's I think about 7 or 8 different stories. Where's my Walmart is racist jam? All right, I'll play it back tomorrow.
There we
I'll
go.
Play it tomorrow.
Walmart is racist. It's coming back.
Talk about,
you know, he's told us he's not going to go live tomorrow because he's scared. He can't face the criticism. He can't answer the questions that are being levied at him. He's being broken down, and he's faking a hospital emergency in order to escape accountability. Yeah, it's an emergency, all right, but it's more in his underwear than at the hospital.
The ER is his toilet.
Poor man's Ozempic. Yeah. Yeah.
The poor man's Ozempic, aka diarrhea.
Just give a brother a tapeworm for a little while, okay?
Buddy, he's praying for the tapeworm, buddy. Stop. He can't lose weight unless he has a fucking tapeworm. Somehow, Jared would eat enough for him and the tapeworm to be obese. Or fucking tapeworm be like, please, stop. I'm full. Stop.
No, I can't do it.
The tapeworm's gonna die of a fucking heart attack, bro. Fuck.
Me like 6 months, so I lose 45 pounds. And then
It's
they can
never
take
gonna
it out.
happen.
Just let it live. It's not hurting me.
It's the tapeworm.
You know, a little tapeworm never hurt anybody.
He beat the
I mean,
tapeworm, chat.
I think they have hurt people. I'm
Good
certain
one,
they
Jer.
have hurt people, but
His delivery
it's
is
kind of a
so
joke.
rough. Kind of. Nobody laughed, you know.
He's kind of.
It's kind of a joke. He's like, listen, it could legally be considered a joke, maybe. You know, it's like, fuck, man. Now, the comedic stylings of Jamie Hambley.
It's kind of a joke.
This is like in Joker, he reads from the fucking book, you know.
I don't have anything against Hungry Man. I don't think they're the most healthy thing on earth.
He loves Hungry Man dinners.
I'm not anti-hungry
Jer
man.
is the Hungry Man. We know you're not anti-Hungry Man. You told us you lived off frozen dinners for 6 years, but you couldn't even afford Hungry Man. You had to get Michelinas, which is fucking pavo, bro.
Michelinas, bro.
I think they got a lot of, dads through dinner time after a long days of work for a long time, There's a major problem going on in this country right now with our produce, and it got way worse over the weekend.
Here we go.
As
Here
a
we go.
whole slew of new products seemingly provided by Taylor Farms, the company,
What
have
happened?
now been linked to the cyclosporiasis. This after I thought the FDA cleared them.
Whoa, FDA. He's talking about the FDA after this weekend.
Really, Jer? Really? He's very concerned about people being FDA compliant all of the sudden. He's saying that he has the right to regulate other people's businesses and look into it, but no one can do that to his business.
Interesting.
Out a post saying the FDA cleared them. At this point, I think people should be charged.
Okay. Everyone needs to go to jail because Jer had a panic diarrhea.
Get ready for
this. No.
Wait.
Buddy.
So when the FDA, you get some sort of diarrhea disease, everyone should be charged. When the FDA goes after Jer, it's trolls and bullshit. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
By the way, I totally revamped coffeebrandcoffee.com. It's linked in the description.
It's the exact same garbage.
No long
promotion. Just a reminder that .com. It's linked in the description.
No long promotion.
No long promotion. Just a reminder that
what does that even mean? No long promotion.
Like, fast ad.
The sentence was completely abandoned. Like what he meant to say was it's no longer a redirect scam link to my Amazon, so I can skim your purchases for money. But then he realized that was probably a bad sentence to say, so he aborted it halfway through.
At Roaster's Choice right now, you can save 5% off if you subscribe and save. It all comes fulfilled from Amazon, so it ships super fast, super quick. Everything's up and working now. So if you haven't yet,
from Amazon
check out the
for now.
Brand new coffeebrandcoffee.com.
Everything's up and working.
Taylor Farms
SK
recalls
Ultra 6-7 for a gifted sub.
Ash, listen to this.
Salsa and guacamole over salmonella fears after the company was linked to the explosive hot snakes outbreak.
He can't even
say diarrhea. He knows. You had to call it a hot snake. Is that what you tell Heather? Is my hot snake? My hot snake. Oh, I'm hot snaking again. Oh.
Salmonella.
Every story with this guy is about diarrhea. Why does it always come back to poop with this guy?
There was so much diarrhea talking this episode, bro.
Break. So we have cyclospora right now, which, as I've explained before, comes from the people who pick your vegetables.
I love how he's literally on the diarrhea beat. Your diarrhea news today. We've been covering this diarrhea epidemic for months now. And today we're getting a new breakthrough in the diarrhea case. The diarrhea caper. Jeremy Hambley and the explosive diarrhea caper. Really, Jer?
On the diarrhea beat.
Yeah, peaking news. Yeah. My hot snake is turtling. My hot snake is turtling.
Explosive news out of Wisconsin.
Taking a dump on
buddy. He taking a dump on you, Jer? What?
On them or near them. Now you would think
people are taking shit beside salad, I guess.
Are you kidding me? They're shitting on Jer's head, buddy. They're hot snaking into the salad. That's ridiculous to call it a hot.
Just not to get gross here, okay, but just to describe how bad this is. This is very clearly
the story
not like
he finally does a deep dive into. Like the only things he cares about are the fast food news and the diarrhea news, because his life revolves around those two things. Yeah,
This is his election. It's like a combined diarrhea and food news.
How is your hot snake, chat?
one individual who couldn't make it to the bathroom, leaving a poo emoji next to a plant. To have an
Is that what you did in Walmart? My goodness.
Infection this widespread,
widespread, spreading your ass.
The hot snake spreads him wide, for sure.
Absolutely has to be like they're running their vegetable water, like they're watering their vegetables with sewage water.
What? Is that what you're doing, Jay? What?
I can't even handle this, dude.
It's already been recalled from. They have already recalled the contaminated products and started to see sales bounce back. Chipotle says it sells.
I looked him up, Boston, buddy, just so you can stop spamming. I looked him up a little while ago. Let's continue.
Okay.
At a supplier, government officials, the link to the diarrhea parasite is only the tip of
the tip of the turd, huh? It's the tip of the hot snake.
Link to the diarrhea parasite.
This guy's watching diarrhea news.
So why? So Jer isn't able to say diarrhea because the video will be demonetized, but this guy's able to say diarrhea. Is it just that Jer didn't want to say diarrhea because it would get clipped?
Yes.
Then why do a story about explosive diarrhea?
I don't know.
You're breaking diarrhea news today.
I don't know.
Parasite is only the tip of the iceberg. Their workers.
But I would argue that these places that are buying cut rate foreign
cut rope. I was like, what? What a fucking man.
Dude,
please retire. Please retire.
I told you it was funny, guys. The chat's loving this. I told you guys. I'm like texting Ashton going, bro, he's talking about diarrhea.
Jer's got a poopy blowout. A real hot snake is flooding Jer's toilet bowl as we speak. And that's the way it was at the hot snake news.
That led to this. So be careful when you're shopping at Walmart.
Wait, what do you mean be careful when you're shopping? Aren't you partnered with
he cropped himself in Walmart. He knows from experience the hot snaking through the aisles.
Oh, gross.
By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to this video sponsor right now, WOOAH. If you're like me, you're constantly amazed.
Auraless.
So he has a actual edited ad here. Did you see this?
Is that the amount of information, personal information about you that's online all over the internet, and basically all of us hate it.
Oh, wait, that Jer is scraping and using for his own nefarious ends?
So watch this.
Personal information about you that's online all over the internet, and basically all of us hate it.
What? It's just pure dead air with a bunch of blacked out forms. Like,
I'm not kidding.
Are these the coffee brand coffee ownership papers? Like, what a fucking. How did he fuck up the ad this badly?
I don't know, man.
Oh man!
I told you. Like, you go watch the Raw if you don't believe me. I swear to God.
Sponsor, WOOAH. Have you or someone you know ever had your identity stolen, been a victim of fraud, or been
Yes, I do know people who were victims of fraud.
Hacked, scammed, or doxxed? The thing is, how does it make you feel? That's already bad enough.
How does it make you feel when you're doxxed, bitch? This is Ethan Ralph's ad. Listen, I can find you on the internet, bitch. So, like, are you gonna buy the WOOAH or I'm gonna dox you? How does it make you feel I doxed you, bitch? Like, what?
Knowing that data brokers are making billions of dollars selling
You're a data broker. Fuck you.
Information without your consent at all. Powerless, right? It's absolutely infuriating.
He's powerless. Okay.
I look forever for a solution, and I finally
this,
found
this delivery on that powerless, right? It's like that was too good. Honestly, his delivery was terrible.
I'm gonna die, dude.
And it's been working great. Aura identifies data brokers selling your information and automatically removes
slurring
you
in
from
an
them
edited video.
and keeps you off.
I know.
There are a lot of services that offer to do this too, but none of them offer nearly as many features as Aura for the same price.
Okay.
By the way,
what are you doing, you moron?
They're silent.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this ad feels like a threat, no?
Update.
Yeah.
On the coffee stuff, I spent the weekend crushing all the gremlins on the website.
Oh yeah, they're all bugs.
Turns out there were a few affiliates
under
that were
his gunt. A few affiliates. Now
Never
today
paid.
he finally figured it all out. Paid all the affiliates.
It just took
How many were there, Jer? Was there more than 3? Yeah, it just took an army of people demanding it.
I took care of one on Sunday. If there's any other ones, they can email me. I'll make sure you get paid.
Well,
this is from like
he did it without them needing to email him, as he could have the whole time. He kept trying to get out of paying people. It's brutal.
It just took 2 Canadians to figure it out, you know?
I know.
year ago. It's been kind of crazy, but got the whole site re-updated. Everything's working perfectly again. If you're out there and you're looking for some delicious coffee and you want to support a small business, head over to coffeebrandcoffee.com. It's linked in the description.
Oh my
Site-wide,
God.
You can
Here
now
we
save
go.
5%.
This is crazy now. Now, do you remember on your edit earlier, I said, remember what he said there? He goes, it just works, right? He goes, buy it, 5% off. It just works. Now watch this. This is 3 hours later.
% off on any product you buy except Roaster's Choice if you choose to sign up for Subscribe and Save, or you can pick up a single bag.
Sure.
If anybody in chat is willing to test it out, if you're already a customer, head on over there and let me know if everything is working or if anything's...
So it's not working, is it?
He said on your edit, he goes, it works with 5%. And now he's like, could someone buy it now to let me know if it works?
Can you guys tell? This is like when you go, can somebody send a super chat to make sure it's working?
Yeah.
Hey
Is our-
guys, I feel like the kick subs are busted. Can somebody just send one? Somebody send just one sub right now to find out. It's the same thing with Phil, where he's like, the chat, I don't know if it's broke. Can somebody start chatting? Like, I don't know, can somebody send a tip? I don't know if the PayPal tips are working, guys. Like, Jen goes very rich for Jared to do an ad read for a privacy product after he manipulated his website cookies to violate our privacy and make a dime. I know, right? He's like, listen, there are scammers out there like me trying to exploit your personal data. Make sure that you buy this product to stop me.
Someone wrote fuck off LMAO in the laugh emoji. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it, guys.
Particularly interested in
It's a
if the
glitch.
Subscribe and Save works. So if you're interested, if you're already a customer and you're like, hey, I want to save some money and have it delivered monthly, head on over there, pick out the product you like, and then it's set to Subscribe and Save 5% off, or you can do a one-time purchase. Let me know if this works out for you.
Thank you.
I'm curious to make sure that the website is still working properly. And why are all your Twitter posts locked? They're not locked.
They are though. They are though.
Let's see here.
Oh man,
Are they
figure it
locked?
out, Chair.
Screw that. Contact your local congressional person.
Just
Yeah.
reload on the Zen.
Yeah, so if you're an existing customer and you want to switch to the subscribe thing,
No, he wants 18
Let me know if that
US dollars for 12K cups.
What?
That's outrageous.
18
Jer.
bucks for 12
Well, that's on
coffees?
sale. It's $20 for 12 coffees normally.
Oh,
No
that's
one's spending
insane.
that.
works. Or I would love to earn you as a first-time customer. We've got our fall flavors coming out in early September. Really exciting time for us. I was banned for something.
Is
from your
it? You
Discord.
sound
Please
so
advise me.
excited.
I was banned for something on your Discord?
You can email me. I generally don't get
Saying it,
involved
Chad,
in
you just
ban
double
appeals, but
send. doubles in, buddy.
If it was like a mistake, that's issue. I can try to fix it. By the way, I want to again thank Rumble for the
look at this screen.
Amazing opportunity to try and find new viewers here on the Rumble homepage.
There you go.
I know that won't last forever,
buddy.
So you can hop out by simply clicking
I love
through.
how it's a failure. Like he won't be allowed on there forever. Guys, please, they're gonna end it any day now. Please.
On the video where it says the title.
Watch this.
Just click through.
Check out his.
And that will bring you to the
chat.
actual video where you can participate in the chat.
Did he have K-pop
I read the chat.
Hunters in his fucking browser history? Roomy K-pop Demon Hunters. What the fuck is that? What? What? Is Jared gooning to K-pop Demon Hunters?
Is that the Rule 34?
He's looking up Rule 34 of K-pop Demon Hunters, buddy. No, he's looking at hentai, isn't he, pal?
What the fuck? Okay, I don't want to search it. What is that?
I don't know, man. I don't know what this gay shit is. I'll fucking search it.
Roomy K-pop. Roomy.
It's a purple-haired, feminist-looking character from K-pop Demon Hunters.
He's jacking off to her 100%.
Holy, buddy. Yeah, more like K-pop Semen Hunters.
And that will bring you to the actual video where you can participate in the chat. I read the chat. I would love
it's going to be slow again.
Have you
isn't
participate
it?
in the chat?
Stop moving.
I'm live Monday through Thursdays
There's
at 2
one.
p.m.
Look at this guy.
Maxwell House's Masad brand Masad coffee.
There's a green follow
Ace
button down.
King Suited says, all right, you can't tell me Jer doesn't have a humiliation kink. Is that not what's going on?
It's gotta be, dude. It's gotta be.
Below the video, make sure you click that so you get notified when I stream unscheduled. For example, this morning I did a stream at 10 a.m. that was unscheduled. If you weren't following, you didn't get notified. I want to always have this amazing opportunity.
Oh no, whatever shall they do? He can't even say this with any conviction, can he?
So if you like the show, please, create a Rumble account, follow the channel. It's 100% free to do. So appreciate you guys. 5,000 strong on a lowly Monday in the dead of summer.
In the dead of summer. Like the cope is crazy. The cope, look at his face. Look at him here, man. Look at the cope of it all.
It's like the dead of summer. What are you talking about, bro? It may be the busiest time of summer.
Really great to see. All right. I sometimes from time to time on this channel, I like to do some consumer advocacy or some buyer bewares. And there's
here we go. But when people do a buyer beware or a consumer advocacy about coffee brand coffee, they're evil.
That's why I put this.
Right.
That's why I put this here.
Scam involving Walmart.
It's a scam.
Walmart and you? Right. Okay. Yep.
Walmart gift cards, Amazon gift cards, and Best Buy gift cards.
Bro, I'm not even joking. For 30 minutes, he explains the gift card scam that everyone has seen on Kit Boga and shit a million times. We know. He explained it, and he's reading it off Grok. I deleted that, obviously, but
turn into identity theft nightmares. Hey, by the way, a great time to get, Aura with that link.
What?
So in the middle of
that is brutal, bro.
In the middle of the scam talking, he promotes the Aura.
Yeah, it'd be a great time to buy this. People are getting scammed. Come on, Jer. Come on, man.
Leroy Press. I'm sorry, LeroyPress@gmail.com and at Leroy Johnson. I'm sorry, at Leroy Press on X. If you want to.
Oh my God, Jeremy. Buddy, he looks fucking baked out of his gourd here, doesn't he?
He does.
Look at him. He looks like he just took a ruthless bong hit, fucking milky white, and he's blitzed.
Oh, man, bro.
Follow him for more. Now, I don't know if this is from Viral News New York City. I just want to make sure I give credit, or if he runs both accounts. I'm not totally sure.
Who cares? Is he jerking off? Jer, the clip's muted and you're not saying anything. Jer, nothing's happening. Sir. Oh my God.
Let me check that. There's no sound. Let me go back here.
God,
how hard is this, man? You've been doing this for a decade now. Please figure it out, Jeremy. Please.
Dead air Jared in chat goes, you rang.
Good. From what I'm getting,
Always remember, do not redeem it. Don't redeem it.
It's happening in the West Village, Midtown.
I have been very possibly the only person on the internet who has consistently maintained that our friend's murder should not be used for podcast content. On the debate map.
And as far as I've seen, I took a quick perusing of his videos.
Just wait.
Other than obviously covering the original news story and everything like that, he has been consistent about this. He hasn't really engaged in producing content
about Charlie
on that.
Kirk, by the way.
Even at a time right now where, conservative-based content is extremely underperforming. People are enjoying the summer. People are...
Oh, here we go. So, because it's summertime, everyone decided to become a leftist. You guys know every summer, everybody turns to the left when they get out into the bright sunshine. Their vitamin D levels up. They go to the beach. It somehow turns them into communists. And they stop wanting to watch right-wing talking heads.
Yeah. Not like Kansas gets 100,000 viewers alive and Andrew Wilson's like getting crazy views.
Are either disillusioned.
It's about their debate, right? Andrew Wilson versus Kansas.
With the president. People are, not in college. They're not watching it. They're not in, kids are home from the school. So parents...
Wouldn't they have more time to watch then if they're not in school? Like,
are you listening to
what? Like, nobody else makes excuses like this. It'd be one thing if it's like a slight fluctuation of a couple percent. Maybe you can blame that on the seasons. But let's be real. Just nobody wants to watch Hambly. Or Ben Shapiro for that matter either at this point.
Yeah.
It's over.
Have less time to watch YouTube videos, but the one kind of beat that has remained very, very good is this Charlie Kirk made up conspiracy, which has now been going on for nearly a year.
That the guilt for Charlie's murder should be adjudicated with gravity and sobriety in a court of law, rather than in an Ouroboros of endless, not to mention lucrative podcasts.
Ouroboros. Whew, maybe that's why I don't watch his content. I can't understand it.
Oh my God! What a he was just talking about hot snake in it. Holy fuck! What is an Ouroboros of a hot snake if not Jer? It comes out of his mouth, then out of his anus, then back out of his mouth. He's hot snaking it all day long, Ouroboros style.
Are you blown away or what? Like, I was like, he doesn't know what the Ouroboros is.
We've kind of forgot about, friends, quote unquote, air quote, because I don't think there's anything such thing as internet friends, but they appear to be friends in real life. Friends.
That was a struggle session of a sentence there.
It really is.
I'm Jerry now.
It's contagious.
Fuck.
It really is.
Friends
he starts to whittle down your mental faculties after a while.
Then all sorts of other podcasters started doing their own shows. Full-length shows, weeks of shows, months of shows.
Who's he talking about? Who is this? Who is he? Who is he talking about
how much they hated Candace's
Jared
shows.
Jared definitely didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
He didn't make a ton of videos about Charlie's death in the wake of it and then make a ton of videos attacking Candace about it to this day. Jared definitely didn't do any of that. He didn't exploit it at all.
Charlie's murder.
Uh-oh. I guess I'm included in that.
Suffer, Jared. Suffer, bish.
So felt.
That's tough, buddy.
It's a fair criticism, but I don't really view it as profiting from it.
But she did. So, I mean, just because you're not making very much money doesn't mean you didn't make, some profit.
I'm gonna die.
Other group of
Pesky
podcasters.
Drugs says, suffer, Jer, suffer, bish.
Yeah, not much profit for Jer, to be honest. Actually,
no, there's not really,
but I don't really view it as profiting from it.
The other group of podcasters' justification was that they wanted to debunk Candace's theories.
Oh, no.
To get people to stop watching her shows.
He's getting me.
Oh no, Jared didn't watch the clip ahead of time because he was lazy. And now he's gonna have to bite the pillow as the felt shoved right up his rectum, hot snake style.
Look at him.
Holy.
That's a tough place to be, isn't
He's
it?
gonna have a panic diarrhea, buddy.
It looks like he's being born. Eh? All right.
Many of them
went to the ER for a hot snakeitis. Fuck, eh?
I suspect had very good intention. But I said at the time that I thought it was a bad idea, that it would be counterproductive.
I disagree.
Jared looks so mad, bro. He was so mad.
If there's only one narrative, if like dealing with the constant trolling has taught me anything,
The constant trolling is that you should definitely bring it up at every turn in cope and seethe, right, Jer?
He'll say that.
You're handling it so well, Jer. You're doing great, bud. You're a textbook example of what to do with the trolls for sure, bud.
If like dealing with the constant trolling has taught me anything, is that saying nothing actually makes it worse.
What?
I'm actually fucking like that slayed me when I saw this.
Wrong. Wrong. You fucking
If there's only one overarching narrative, then there's no counter to that narrative, and people accept that.
Then how come you didn't immediately come out and present your full narrative on this? How come you still haven't? It's because once he commits to a narrative and establishes this is his position, he can then be pressed on it and it can be taken apart piece by piece, and then he's going to be completely embarrassed. So he has to keep like alluding to things vaguely and not actually make a stand on anything, because he knows the moment he makes a stand, he's going to be completely debunked and crushed. So it's just pathetic.
Holy fuck.
One narrative is gospel. I get the idea of like, don't give someone attention because you're only kind of feeding the beast, so to speak.
Well, yeah.
But I can tell you from firsthand experience, by leaving it alone,
but
it just becomes
But you
the de facto.
didn't. So like the thing is, so if you had left it alone, yeah, eventually we would have stopped making fun of you because you're a pretty boring fucking guy. But you decided you were so butthurt about us making fun of you that you were going to take down our channel and flag a bunch of other people's channels and then double down on it and then gaslight everybody about your coffee company and just lie and lie and lie and crash out on the trolls endlessly. Like you, at no point did you actually ignore this. Like it's been like every other day he's seething about it for the last 4 to 6 months. So he didn't follow his own advice. He's an idiot.
Truth about you. I would love to debate Michael on this, We don't even have to talk about the Candace effect.
You said you're not a debater. You're going to debate Michael Knowles about the fact that he doesn't want to debate Candace Owens.
No, he's moderating for Candace and Andrew. Because they're going to debate.
Like, you're going to debate somebody about why they won't be a moderator for another debate? How about just sit the fuck down? You actually have no role in any of this. You've inserted yourself in because you're desperate for attention, bro. Just sit down. You're not that guy.
His debate's going to be, so why didn't you debate? But he explains his reasoning here.
Talk about starving the grift, whether.
Okay, hear this.
We could just talk about starving the grift, whether or not that's effective. I'll stop his video there. You should definitely watch his full video. But
by the way, all Jer has to do, by the way, in order to defeat this, really, is he could, number one, just stop live streaming. And that would honestly cut out like 90% of the A-logging material, is if he just went to pre-recorded videos. But if he just goes to reading pre-recorded news videos and he actually manages to read them without fucking up, 95% of his issues are solved. Then the rest of it is he needs to just stop lying about the coffee company. He should probably just shut down the coffee company and shut down his live stream, because neither of them are actually profitable or worth a fuck. And he should just pump out his fucking sloppa until the wheels fall off and ignore us and everybody else. Like, it's really that's all he has to do. And he also should probably quit drinking and popping pills. And, you know, like, the thing is, because I give this advice, he won't take it. But he should really just listen to me, because I've been telling him the whole time how he can get out of this.
I'm just in disagreement there. But he's not wrong. Does that make sense?
No. I disagree with him, but he's not wrong. Okay.
I want to give a huge shout out right here, right now.
Well, let's be real. This is the reason why is not, I don't think it's because he has a moral objection to it. I think it's because no matter what, by moderating that, a bunch of fucking spurgs are going to lose their shit on you. Whether it's Candace's people are going to say that you were unfair towards her, or Andrew's people are going to say you gave way too much leeway to Candace to make up fucking bullshit. Michael just doesn't want to deal with it. It's not really his fucking problem. It's not his circus. It's not his monkeys. That's what I actually think. You know?
All right. DSP update. He faked a dono to hit 162 total, and now is questioning, this is like about half an hour ago, is asking where the donos were. So he hit the goal, but he's still upset that there weren't more donos after he read an Anon.
Upset. Yeah. Well, because Anon's fake, probably, yeah.
Obviously.
Out right here, right now. 2, Rumble Premium. You probably noticed Rumble isn't slowing down. More creators, more content, and a platform that's actually putting users in free speech first.
Oh my God.
Here, as a Rumble Premium paying subscriber myself,
I'm so glad Rumble has produced a platform where Ethan Ralph can beat prostitutes on camera.
Yeah, right.
Good job, Rumble.
Good job.
Help support the content that I consume every day and my fellow creators. And Rumble Premium is a great way to do that. Oh, by the way, last time I'll mention it on the show, I spent the weekend revamping coffeebrandcoffee.com.
Oh my God. So just imagine, right? You actually watch all of Quartering's videos. How many times do you have to sit through this fucking advertisement for Coffee Brand Coffee? And then he wonders why people unsubscribe or don't watch. People know. Be one thing if you do this ever so often. Hey guys, just so you know, I have a coffee company, but it's every day, multiple times a day. It gets to the point where it probably drives away more people than it brings in.
Yep. And this was directly, I'm not kidding, after the Rumble ad. So it was a fucking 5-minute Rumble ad right to this.
If you checked out the website today, picked up some coffee, and let me know what you think about the new shopping experience. You can also save 5% off on all of our coffee if you're a regular drinker and you want to subscribe and save. It gets even cheaper. You support small business. and you support the channel.
It's sad, dude.
And basically everything can be run through coffeebrandcoffee.com right now. I know people already buy from Amazon and they'll be able to buy from Walmart and stuff like that. But buying through the website is the best way to support. It's the same price everywhere else.
Why
and
is
it gets
it?
shipped just
But why
as
is
fast.
it the best way? Like, he didn't explain why it would be better at all.
He's going to have a big question for you all here now, though.
Yeah, I did stop selling through the website for a little while because it was out of date and hard to manage. Well, now I've just dedicated the money and funds to keep it up to date, keep it working properly, and to give people a central place to go as opposed to, you know, all these short links out there.
So
and all that kind of
all these short links out there, the ones that you put out there, like, you're acting as though they appeared out of like thin air, out of magic. You were obviously skimming money from this. You wanted this. Like, what are you talking about? This is insane. He is really scared.
By
And
the way,
I
if you
think
happen-
this try and shifting back to the website is because he's worried he's going to lose his Amazon over this shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
And look at this.
Going to be viewing us on the Rumble homepage right now. Do me a quick
Another ad. Rumble Coffee front page.
because it's an incredible opportunity that I won't always have forever. Before we get into the next topic, if you're one of the 6,300 people out there watching right now, if you're watching on TV or your phone or whatever, do me a favor and click on the title of the video. It brings you through to the actual page. That way you can participate in chat. And most importantly, there'll be a green follow button down below my channel. Please do click that follow button. I go live at various times that aren't my scheduled show. I'm live Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I have co-hosts on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh my God.
I'm also going to bring back the mornings.
Here's the thing. Here's something to think about, right? So he's canceling tomorrow's show. Why? Not just because he's scared of all the backlash he's facing, but he had to pay all the coffee affiliates. So he doesn't have money to pay Mel. That's what happened.
Oh my God.
Because he had to pay the coffee affiliates. He doesn't have money to pay Mel this week, so her appearance is canceled. That's what happened.
Stream on Tuesdays and
He
Thursdays.
says co-host, plural. You have a co-host.
Yeah.
You have one.
Singular.
For like straight news. So let's check that out.
Straight
By the way,
news?
super quick mention. Coffee.
Buddy, this ad, I'm not kidding, Ashton.
He said it was the last time.
No, Ash, this is 2 minutes later. I swear. It was Rumble Coffee, front page, mention of the topic, back to coffee within like 8 minutes. I was like, dude.
Brandcoffee.com. Back to the headquarters for buying our coffee. I have spent, my team and I have spent the weekend getting everything working perfectly again. I think it's the best buying experience we've ever had. Exactly. By the way, Owens herself spent half an episode trashing a USU officer
my God.
by the name of Alan.
Go ahead, Chair.
Dude.
So, trashing a USU officer by the name of Alan Robertson.
Which I should have kind of thought through because this is kind of common sense. He's a
Common sense. Candace Owens admits.
Go ahead.
She lacked common sense.
Whoa!
What? What a fucking buddy. Like, no, Michael Bass is here and Chuck goes, is he drugged? ? No, but really, like, is he actually just on drugs all the time? He admits to being on Xanax on a daily basis. Like, this is the fruits of that, no?
Breaking. Candace admits she doesn't have common sense.
It's over for Candace Owens, guys. No one will ever watch her now. Right.
USU.
Candace Owens also doxed Isa Benishevelli, apparently.
Benishevelli.
Oh, no, this was I'm Elizabeth Lane who did.
Whoa.
She accuses Candace of doxing. He's like, oh, wait, no, it was.
You fucking.
Nobody's surprised by that. Nobody's surprised by that.
Watch this.
What, you hot snaking your diaper?
I do want to give a huge shout out to Rumble Wallet. I use the product. I love the product.
Oh
and
my God.
Hopefully more people will check it out as well. Or maybe not.
Or maybe not, because he
If I can't
can't
do it.
even figure out how to pull up his
Let me try
ad read
refreshing it.
graphics.
Even if I can't do the ad read, you should still check out Rumble Wallet.
Even if
let's
he
see
can't do the ad read. It's the hot snake got your tongue, buddy. The hot snake fucked up your OBS setup, buddy. What's going on?
Here, let me try this. There we go.
So low after he's so
We
incompetent.
hear a lot about crypto, but here's the part most people miss. Crypto is created so you could actually own and control your money. So check out Rumble Wallet. By the way, was anybody in chat? Did anybody in chat try a purchase over on coffeebrandcoffee.com?
This is like Phil. Did anyone try sending a tip? I don't see any tips. Is it not working? Come on.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm trying to confirm that the $5 subscribe and save discount applies directly. So if you're a regular Coffee Brand Coffee drinker and you're thinking about converting it to a
Jared doesn't
subscription,
even drink coffee.
I'm looking for someone to give that a test today and let me know.
Not one sale on the new website.
Not one sale.
Nope.
It's tough.
If that works okay.
Wait, save $5 or 5%?
Yeah, we plan on still doing the EDP doc.
He said $5. He's lying.
But unfortunately, guys, I think the review tech
works good. I've got another segment and then we'll wrap up for the day.
Yep.
How you guys all hanging in there on this Monday?
hanging in there. He's like the cat photo, you know, like the kitty on the wire. You're just hanging in there, guys. The hot snakes got me. A case of the Mondays. The hot snake. I'm not going to let the hot snake thing go.
No.
Fuck him, man. That's insane.
This brutal Monday.
It's a
brutal Monday.
Ash, I don't know about you.
Mortal Monday.
I had
like,
a great
stuff.
Monday. We were
Felt-tality.
editing stuff, getting shit
Yeah.
ready. Played piano
It's been
for
a
an
fucking
hour.
fire Monday, buddy.
Yep. Ash, look at that cope sip.
You're right, Spruce Willis. That's
Watch.
going to be how it is. Although we're going to do a couple minutes of Joe first.
Slow mo. Watch this. Look at this.
Oh my God, he's gasping for air and he looks so scared. Oh no.
If you didn't take our channel away, I would feel bad, to be honest.
Almost.
Almost. Take away all my fucking videos of my channel, you fucking piece of shit.
Let's see.
Offer.
Chair.
Okay, cool.
Here we
Looks like
are
it's working.
now. Entertain us. He's boring as fuck.
Wait.
Diarrhea
He did it.
contagious.
He did
He's
it.
doing the doobie doobie doo song.
Doobie,
Bowling
doobie.
League email.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even pause it. That wasn't even a
Bowling
pause.
is coming up. That's how I know.
Bowling.
Summer is almost over. It's a sad day.
Summer is almost over. All right, bud.
I mean, there's still like,
Very
you know, till the 21st of
weeks?
September. Like
4 weeks? Like 5?
I mean, I don't know.
Sad day. Summer is almost over.
Okay.
Sad.
Sad.
Don't forget in Wisconsin,
Pathetic.
like August and September are long and hot, and even October can still be pretty hot.
Well, okay, so the summer isn't over then, is it? It continues, sire. Wow,
So
guys,
it's not
August is
for
hot. Can you believe it?
For the end of summer, hopefully.
What?
But it was good. I had a brat on a stick.
Okay, at the Red and Fair.
Okay,
At the
so he did break his diet then.
Yes,
He was
yes.
eating the fast food. He
It
probably
was
ate
good.
a hell of a lot more than the brat on a stick.
Now, you tell me if this next sentence is a
A
lie.
brat on a stick
Listen.
at the fair. I think that's all I ate. A brat on a stick.
He thinks that's
But
all
I
he
stayed on
ate.
keto while I was there.
And then?
Also didn't drink.
Liar!
No drinking. Now, do you
Liar!
believe there was no drinking?
During Seed
Wait.
Saturday, I don't think so.
How do you eat one thing and go, I think that's all I ate? It's either
Because he was
it's
too
all
drunk
you
to
ate.
remember what
Yes,
he ate. He blacked
exactly.
out.
Exactly.
He had 10 funnel cakes minimum, and he pooped his pants.
A good
after.
question about voting. Yes, of course. Of course.
Okay.
5150 home for the 6 says no rich, no kicks. Yeah, I bet, bud. I bet.
Big primary here in Wisconsin.
Oh my God, please just log off, man.